Welcome to Lineberger Stadium here in Belmont for the Red Raiders and the Mountaineers. Glad you could join the Mountaineer pregame show. I'm Drew Fulton in the booth along with Jeff Johnson and Marcus Bell. Guys, we gave Lamont and Craig the night off, so I'm so glad you're able to join me here in the booth. Guys, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Glad to be here and appreciate the invite to move from the field up to the booth.
Same here. Excited to be here. Glad for the invitation, and hopefully we can fill these big shoes that those guys left for us.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, so let's stay with us. We'll preview Kings Mountain. We'll preview South Point. We'll ask what Coach Klein would do later on, and we'll get you ready for the kickoff of tonight's game. So stay with us. More of the Mountaineer pregame show is on the way, a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be right back after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
Back here live in Belmont for the South Point. We're in South Point High School for the Mountaineers and the Red Raiders and this big South Conference matchup. Guys, let's start talking about the venue, Lineberger Stadium. It has been a very intimidating place to play over the years. You know, I've always heard it said you're down by 7 points just walking off the bus here.
I've often heard 14. Yeah, I've often heard you down 14 when you step off the bus.
Definitely a place where the fans are loud. They're into the game, a lot like our own home field.
Right.
Well, guys, just as a side note, I did dig this up. South Point has not lost here at home since the last time we were here in 2021, where we beat them 24-7.
Okay.
They won the rest of the games that year. They won all 8 home games the year after last year, and this is only their second home game of this season.
Oh, wow.
So they're really anxious to send us packing here tonight, I guarantee you.
Right, and I think they're really anxious as well because I'm pretty sure a lot of the players, coaches, fans feel like they let one go last week. Like we were talking earlier, when you saw the score early, you kind of figured like it might have been wrapped up, kind of, and I think they're ready to get back out here and prove that they let that one get away.
The Red Raiders come into tonight's game 3-3, losing to Charlotte Christian 41-36, lost to a Hunter Huss team in overtime 31-24, and then lost last week in a big shootout with Crest 61-49. And guys, we paid attention to that game all last week. You know, it was back and forth, and we heard it from some of the guys here in the booth. They knew when South Point scored with 4 minutes left to go in a game, that was way too much time to put on the clock for the Chargers.
Right. Yeah.
Let's look at South Point. Their starting quarterback, number 5, Patrick Blee. He is 12 for 29 passing, 247 yards. But, you know, that's not what he does. He keeps the ball on the ground. He pitches the ball. He keeps the ball and keeps South Point's offense on the field as long as he possibly can. Coming into the night's game, Blee is 87 carries for 688 yards and 9 touchdowns, and that's amazing for a quarterback.
Yes, it is.
Well, you know, in this offense, that quarterback's got to be able to run, and no doubt by those stats, he can run the ball well.
Then you have the fullbacks in both wings. The fullback, number 33, Chance, it cut off on my
Ford.
Chance Ford, it cut off on my paper. 115 carries, 757 yards, 4 touchdowns. Then you got both wings. You got number 7, Tobin, number 19, McKinley, both together, 37 carries, 433 yards, and 1 more touchdown. Guys, with any other team, I would say they could possibly come out and do something a little different than they've done before. I don't think we'll see that from the Red Raiders team. They'll come out and run that red bone like they want to run the red bone, and it's going to be up to Kings Mountain to force them to get out of that.
Exactly. South Point is definitely a team that's not going to change too much from the format. It's all about execution with them. They're going to run what you know they're going to run, and it's just up to you to be able to stop them.
And both those guys you mentioned, they're seniors. They've seen a lot of games and they played a lot of snaps, and no doubt they're going to be geared up, ready for this game.
Now, we did see South Point go to more of a passing game late last year when we played them, but that was because we forced them to.
Right.
Their type of offense is not an offense that can score quickly. Usually, they wait for you to make a mistake, and then they try to capitalize on it. So it's going to be a good test for this Mountaineer defense, and definitely I think they're 3-3 coming in this game, but don't let that fool you. South Point's here to play this ball game.
Yes, and for those who may have been at the JV game last night, you can kind of see what they do. They lull you to sleep with that dive and that pitch and those sweeps. And one touchdown that the JV team scored last night was on a pass, and the kid was wide open. There was nobody from King Mountain next to him because everybody was up in the box trying to stay against the run. He slipped out, walked in for a touchdown. So that's definitely something that in that secondary you can't fall asleep. You know, you're going to see the same thing over and over and over, and you tend to start cheating up, and then boom, that's when they'll run right by you.
Well, guys, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the Kings Mountain side of the ball, and we'll ask what Coach Klein would do, so don't go anywhere. We've got more of the Mountaineer pregame coming right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
Back here getting you ready for the kickoff of the Mountaineers and the Red Raiders. Let's take a look at Kings Mountain right quick. 6-0 coming into tonight's game. We have beat the Red Raiders the last two meetings, but that's pretty much where the good news ends. The Mountaineers are 2-8 in the last 10 meetings with the Red Raiders. You know, we haven't had a very good track record with South Point over the years.
Right. And there was a pretty big break between the time the Big South formed. We weren't in the same conference, so we would only see each other in the playoffs. But I remember back when I was in school, we were all back to the old Southwest Conference, and we had hard times. I played varsity 3 years and went 1-2 against South Point.
I remember the most memory I've had of a South Point game. It was 89. It was right after Hurricane Hugo come through, and several of the light poles were down here at the stadium, and they elected to play the game on Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
And we came down here. They had a great fullback, Willie Strange.
Willie Strange. I'll never forget that guy.
And I think he had 30 yards by the time the game was over.
Yeah. We actually, I think we finished that one 42-0.
Something of that area.
I think we scored pretty much everywhere you could that game. Offense, defense, special teams. Like, that was a complete game that night or that afternoon.
Guys, let's look at the last 2 weeks. The running game has really been on fire for the Mountaineers. Last Friday, Robert Kendrick, or Agent Zero, as Lamont likes to call him, had 11 carries, 200 yards, 3 TDs. Then you had Josiah Hill come in and add another 145 yards on 9 carries and 2 more touchdowns. And with Zolo passing, you know, we had over 474 yards of total offense and 7 touchdowns. Not a bad night against whoever you're playing.
Not at all. And it was a good thing to see both of those guys be able to pretty much do what they wanted to with the ball in the running game between Josiah and Robert. So if we can get a duplicate of that right there, I feel real good going into this game tonight.
Yes, we're 6-0, and you can tell at the course of 6 games that running game has got more efficient.
Yeah.
And with Robert Kendrick now added in Teddy's absence, we're taking it to the house quickly.
The defense did a pretty good job last week, only gave up 1 score. So in the last 3 games, we've only allowed an average of 2.3 points a game, and I kind of think that speaks for itself. You know, if we've learned anything from this defense is anything you get off this defense, they're going to make you pay for it. You're going to have to earn every yard you get from Kings Mountain.
Right, exactly. Guys are flying around the ball, gang tackling, things of that nature. So if they just keep that up, I think we'll be in a real good spot.
Yeah.
Guys, let's take another break. When we get back, we'll ask what Coach Klein would do as we get ready for this kickoff in about 23 minutes here at Lineberger Stadium. Stay with us. We've got more to come right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
Yeah.
Back here live at South Point High School. It's youth football night. They're calling a bunch of teams that gets to run across the field just like we do at Kings Mountain on occasion. And we were just talking about the crowd here. Looks like the Kings Mountain faithful have started to really pull in here. That we've got most of the visitor side covered, but there's still a long line of cars out trying to get into the stadium. So we'll keep an eye on that. Jeff, just right quick, you walk down on the field. What kind of field conditions are we looking for today?
Well, I was curious about the height of the grass. Obviously, this is one of the teams we play. It's got natural grass. On the sides, outside the hashes on both sides, even towards the end zone, the grass is pretty high, pretty thick. But as Craig Short told me on the way in, both teams got to run in the same grass. So.
Exactly.
Well, guys, let's talk one of my favorite segments about what Coach Klein would do. And, Jeff, I had to remind Jeff who Coach Klein was. Do you know who Coach Klein is?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I guess embarrassingly enough, not growing up in Kings Mountain, I thought maybe he was an old Kings Mountain coach.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And I hadn't seen Waterboy in 25 years, so now I know who Coach Klein is.
Well, now you can go back and watch the Waterboy. What would Coach Klein do? Jeff, we'll give you the reins. You're the head coach at Kings Mountain. What do you do for the Mountaineers tonight to get them a victory and get out of Belmont?
Well, as we see sometimes on TV, they show some keys to the game. In my mind, here's 3 keys that if I'm the coach and I'm telling my team, number 1, you got to stop the red bone. You got to focus on stopping the run. As Marcus said earlier, they're not going to change. We know their offense is that triple option, and we have got to disrupt that triple option. We've got to get that under contained. It's assignment football. You know the defensive side of the ball. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the pitch man? Getting the gaps. Secondly, we need to force turnovers. Force turnovers and negative plays because you want in this offense to get them behind the sticks. And I think that's going to be good. The last thing for us, this is on our side, I think we need to get the passing game going. The last words of Coach after the game last week, we've been running the ball really well, but I'd like to see them give Zolo some comfortable passes early, get him in rhythm, and I'd love to see that balanced attack tonight.
Right.
Well, let's turn the clock and Marcus, we're going to give you it says on my paper, wrong one, but we're going to give you the Red Raiders. You're the head coach of the Red Raiders. How do you stop these Mountaineers? What do you do to go 4-3 tonight for South Point?
Well, the one thing about it is it's kind of like a mirror of what Jeff just said. They're going to need that run game has got to stay ahead of the sticks. They don't want to get caught in a lot of third and longs, obvious pass situations, because that's what our D-line feeds off of. It's third and long. We know you're throwing the ball, pin your ears back, and attack the quarterback. I also think that it's going to be important for them if they can convert some plays in the passing game. But I think it's going to help if going back to staying ahead of the sticks, if they can make those pass plays on downs where they can choose which they want to do instead of having to only throw it when they have to. Of course, contain the Kings Mountain pass rush. That's always number one for anybody that's playing Kings Mountain. And then on defense, I think South Point may want to look at trying to force the Kings Mountain quarterback to have to make plays. I'm pretty sure, like anybody else, they probably kind of heard that the Kings Mountain passing game is maybe struggling a little bit, or however you would want to put it. So they may want to come out and say, you know what, we're going to load the box. We're going to try to control your run game, and we're going to make this quarterback prove to us that he can win this game. So if it was me, that would be the way that I would go at it.
Well, guys, let's take a break right quick. When we come back, we'll talk about some of the other games going on in the area, cover some scores from last week. So stay with us. About 17 minutes away from kickoff here at Lineberger Stadium. We'll be back with more Mountaineer pregame right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
Back here at South Point High School, about 6 minutes, 41 seconds ready for kickoff here. And we're getting ready for the national anthem, and they've still got some cheerleaders and their optimists and their elites or whatever the program is getting ready for this kickoff here of the Mountaineers and the Red Raiders.
Now, Drew, you said some. Our fans can't see the field. I would say there's like a couple hundred cheerleaders and players.
There's some.
What an exciting time for these young players to run out on this field.
Guys, we want to thank you so much for joining us for the pregame show, brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions. Just down the road in Bessemer City with all your fencing needs. HSI Land Clearing and Development, building your foundation and building your environment. Max Baxter Roofing, serving the Carolinas for over 34 years with top quality residential and commercial roofing. The Albemarle Foundation, they believe in growing the good. Bridges Hardware, all your hardware needs right here in Kings Mountain. And Hoppers Enterprises, the car dealer in town that knows that things happen and they're willing to give you a second chance. So check them out if you're in the market for a car. So there you go. Let's review some scores from last week. Last week in the Big South, North Gaston loses to Ashbrook 21-13. Of course, we talked about the South Point Crest game. Crest over South Point 61-49. Hunter Huss 35, Stuart Kramer 7. And then some other games of interest. Bandy's could not hold on to Lincolnton. The Wolves of Lincolnton 57-37. Lincolnton wins there. East Gaston over Thomas Jefferson 56-3. Bessemer City could not stand the Burns Bulldogs. Burns wins 42-7. East Rutherford 58, Patton 6. Shelby over Highland Tech 72-0. West Henderson 28, Smoky Mountain 13. East Lincoln gets another win, 24-17 over West Iredale. West Charlotte picks up another win, 56-20 over Hopewell. Hickory 50, St. Stephen's 7. Dudley wins over Smith 77-6. And in the Mountains, AC Reynolds over Asheville 38-14. Statesville over Fred T. Ford 38-15. And then Chase and Hendersonville. Chase wins 40-19. Let's look in the Big South tonight off the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West Just in Time Plumbing scoreboard. Hunter Huss travels to Forest View tonight. Hunter Huss 3-3, Forest View 1-3. Who do you see winning this game?
I would definitely have to get an edge to that one on by Hunter Huss. They're rolling right now after getting that big win over South Point. Probably looking forward to that game against Crest to try to see where they measured up and how much they've improved over the season.
Does it go either way for you, Jeff?
No, I think I agree with Marcus. I think Huss is going to take this game, even though Forest View's had some closer games,
right.
But they had some games that they made some mistakes. And considering it's at Forest View, I'm still going to go with Hunter Huss. I think, as Marcus said, they're playing better. They got some momentum.
Also in the Big South tonight, Crest travels to North Gaston to take on a 3-3 Wildcat team. I believe all three of us will pick Crest on that one.
Yes, definitely.
Here's kind of an interesting game. Stuart Kramer still looking for the first win of the season, especially here in the conference. They're 0-6, but they have the Green Wave of Ashbrook coming tonight, and they're 2-4. This could be an interesting game.
It definitely could. I still just going to think I'm going to hang my hat on Ashbrook with that one. They still have that massive offensive line, similar to what they had last year. So I'm going to go with them, probably grinding that win out.
Just to be interesting, I'm going to go with the home team, and we'll see if Stuart Kramer can get the first win of the year like my son's Chicago Bears did last night.
Well, this next game, somebody's going to get their first win of the season. Cherryville 0-6 travels to Highland Tech 0-7.
I'll definitely go with Cherryville on that one.
I probably would too. Yeah. Thomas Jefferson 1-6 travels to Burns 4-2.
Yeah, Burns definitely.
Bessemer City, the Yellow Jackets. You know we've got a lot of love for the Yellow Jackets, but they travel over to East Gaston tonight and face the Warriors. Look, East Gaston hadn't lost a game; they're 6-0.
Right, and
you know they're sitting there on top with Shelby and Burns trying to get that first place seat in their conference.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't it about time for them to have to? I think they play those teams back to back. They'll have to play Burns, then turn around and play Shelby because Burns and Shelby play the last game of the season. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to try to come out and do everything they can to get this win tonight because it's going to get real tough for them the next couple of weeks to prove if that undefeated record is actually true.
Another game that could be interesting, Bavard tonight, 4-2, travel to Chase, 4-2 to take on the Trojans. Guys, I'm going with Bavard. I think Bavard's seen a lot more competition than Chase has. Not to say Chase didn't have a good team, but I'm going to pick Bavard in that one.
Yeah, I looked at their both teams' schedules. Bavard's non-conference schedule was definitely a lot tougher than Chase's. So, yeah, I'll go with Bavard just off of them being more battle-tested.
A game that may have implications down the road for us, West Charlotte, which is number 1 right now in the 3A. They're 6-0, but they travel to play a 5-1 Hugh tonight.
Yeah, and then
with Huff. I should have said Huff. I'm sorry.
With that game being at Huff, I'm going to pick Huff in a very, very close game because I do feel like West Charlotte is vast. Is a real good ball club this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Huff just because they're at home, but. If at the end of the day we see that West Charlotte won, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A lot of great 3A games tonight. West Iredale 5-1. They go into the Hollow and play the Statesville Greyhounds 6-0.
I did not realize that Statesville was undefeated. Now I did know that they beat really, really bad East Lincoln a couple of weeks ago, but I did not realize they were undefeated. That's big. That's 2 undefeated teams in that conference, right? Isn't Hickory in that conference as well?
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, their band is on the field playing the national anthem. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more pregame right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
South Point Red Raiders marching band finishes the national anthem about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left before the kickoff. Another game I wanted to get to, Pisgah 6-0 at a West Henderson 7-0 tonight. I know I've seen some of the boards saying, that West Henderson has too big of a running team for Pisgah to stop, but I'm going to have to go with the Bears. I mean, I think this is their season. They finally get back into their stadium since it was flooded.
Right.
Been out of it for several years, and I'm looking for the Bears to win tonight over West Henderson.
I'm actually going to go with Pisgah as well. Read a couple of articles on them during the season. I think they'll be able to go in there to West Henderson and take care of business.
A good 2A battle tonight. Bandy's 4-2 at Maiden 4-2, and Maiden, to me, Maiden was always that great team of the years past, and then they kind of went to the wayside. But last few years, Maiden's back, and they're looking better than ever.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Maiden on that one. Like you said, at home, tough place to play up there. I'm going to go with Maiden.
And then the last one on the list, Hendersonville 2-5 at East Rutherford tonight, 3-4. And East Rutherford has struggled to really rebuild their program, and has come a long way this season. So I'm looking for them to continue and go to 4-4 over Hendersonville. Is it the Bearcats? Is Hendersonville Bearcats?
I think it is the Bearcats.
I have no idea.
Yeah, East Rutherford, I think they've won the last two. I think they got a big win against Chase a couple of weeks ago. I think that kind of gave that team some energy, some program, give that program some life. So, I'm going to go with the Cavaliers on that one.
Number 40, Kobe Hamilton.
Well, let's take our last break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the kickoff. Thank you so much for joining us for the pregame show. More Mountaineer football to come right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation, Bridges Hardware, Hoppers Enterprise,
Back here at Lineberger Stadium, getting ready for the Mountaineers and the Red Raiders. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Give you another impression of, if you've been over at South Point, the visitor side over there looks almost completely full. We've brought a lot of people here. We've got you always have this group of people, and I think some of them are South Point fans, to be honest with you, that'll stand right there on those fence.
Yep.
Against those fence.
Yeah, we got everybody finally made it. Like I say, fought through that traffic on 85, traffic in downtown Belmont. Everybody's locked in, ready to go.
So Kings Mountain won the toss, and they have elected to receive. So Kings Mountain will get the ball first to start this game off. We thank you so much for joining us tonight in our broadcast. Tonight's game, of course, brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty. From Kings Mountain to Shelby, Gastonia, Bowling Springs, let Brittany help you buy or sell your home. Flooring America, they're specializing in carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors, and they do installation. The venue at Turkey Ridge, hands down the best location for any event that you've got coming up. Allen & Sons Construction, quality-driven construction with client-tailored experiences. Dillinger Jewel Shop, for over 132 years, the trusted name in jewelry in Kings Mountain for all your gift-giving needs. Butler Outdoor Design, they can do simple, they can do luxury. Butler does it all. JWH Construction, John Herndon, full-service general contractor. The Gutter Guys, residential and commercial roofing and gutter installation. Innovative Pools and Matt Bailey, #1 in pools and spas in our area. Long Branch Land and Water, Logan Harden, the land and water development people there. Christie Sellers and Allen Tate Realtors, let Christie help you buy or sell your home. Lickety Loos, if your food ain't kicking, you got to give it a licking with Lickety Loos. Brentley Financial Group, the financial leader of the area, and Sharia Miller for City Council, Kings Mountain City Council at large. We thank you so much for all our sponsors for tonight's game. We'll take our last break, and we'll be back here for the kickoff. Stay with us. It's Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Savion.
Back here live, and we just missed a kickoff. Kick deep. Lindsay. Was it Lindsay on the return?
I think it was Kamari Howes.
Kamari Howes on the return for the Mountaineers. So Kings Mountain will start 1st and 10.
We got the Red Raiders home team in red tops, red bottoms, and we got Kings Mountain in white jerseys and black pants, looking sharp.
Mountaineers will be going to start this game off from right to left. Right at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kings Mountain. Zolo calls his play. Kendrick in the backfield and man in motion. Hands off to Kendrick right up the middle, but snuffed out by the Red Raiders, and he'll lose 2 or 3 yards on the carry.
Marcus, they did what we talked about.
They did.
They're going to force us to throw.
They're going to stack that box. Load it up.
It's like a loss of 3.
Yeah. We'll make it about 2nd and 13.
So 2nd and 13 for Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain with a speed offense. They're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to go, looking for the call. Zolo walks over and tells his linemen what the play is. 2nd down. Kendrick still in the back as a running back.
Good quick pass to Gash.
Fake to Kendrick, and then Gash gets the ball around the 31-yard line. Pass complete, but going to be short of the 1st down, bring up a 3rd down.
It's like a gain of about 7.
Yeah.
Good pickup, I think, is what we're talking about. I think for Zolo, that's a confidence-building throw right there.
Right. Good, quick, easy pass to make. Get a couple of those, get on the roll, and then you maybe start opening things up a little bit.
Zolo calls the signals, drops back real quick to pass.
Good
Got
ball.
a man wide open over the middle. Pass complete, still on his feet around the 45, so a 1st down, Kings Mountain.
Great throw, good pickup. It looked like they were playing with like a 2-deep zone, receivers sat down.
They are definitely playing off of our receivers.
Good pickup.
Across the board, I'm looking at about 6 yards off of every receiver we have.
1st and 10. Zolo gives it right up the middle to Kendrick once again. Fights for maybe 1 or 2 yards, so it'll bring up a 2nd and about 8.
Skipper in on that tackle.
Skipper on the tackle for South Point.
Tell you on that 3rd down play, the offensive line did a great job in protection. Gave Zolo tons of time to throw that ball.
Lanier, a.k.a. Fat, with a good route. Good catch.
Sat down right in that zone.
Yes.
He's someone I think we've really got to get involved.
Oh yeah.
In the offense tonight.
A lot of talent in that guy.
Yes.
Zolo calls the signals, fakes the handoff, throw, a little quick throw, out pass,
another
across
easy
the 40
pass, Jeff.
to the 35, and another big gain and a 1st down for the Mountaineers.
See, now you got him 3 for 3. He's feeling pretty good.
You got Rodney Unash that slipped out as the H-back into the flats. He was wide open.
Yes, he was.
Hurry up offense.
And I'll be honest, I haven't seen that play this season.
I like it.
Gives the handoff right up to 0. Kendrick, the ball carrier, and a pretty good run this time for about 9 yards. Close to another 1st down.
That passing game softened up that run defense.
Yeah, that we were talking about. You have to make them, force them to make adjustments.
That pass to Unash, I believe, was off play action too, and that brought the defense in. And good pickup for Robert on 1st down.
Zolo calls a signal 2nd and about 3. Hands it right off to Kendrick, and he's got a big hole. He's still running through on his feet all the way to around the 10-yard line. So another 1st down for Kings Mountain.
Pickup of about, what is it, about 16, 17 right there. 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Kings Mountain. Josiah Hill in the backfield as the running back, and he'll give to Hill right up the middle, big hole, and he walks in, touchdown, Kings Mountain.
I think he might have got one guy, touched him on the leg, but wasn't even close to a tackle.
Excellent first drive. You got to do everything that you wanted to do, with the exception of that 1st down.
Correct.
Everything was positive all the way down the field. Great job, great job.
So big score for Josiah Hill. Max Thompson will attempt the PAT.
Good snap.
And the ball is up.
Hold.
Looks good to me, and it is. So the Mountaineers will lead it 7-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back for more Mountaineer football. Kings Mountain up 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live at Lineberger Stadium. Mountaineers up 7-0. 8:38 to go here in this 1st quarter. And the kickoff from the Mountaineers, a little low line drive to the 25. All the way to the 40. Looks like the Mountaineers will stop them around the 42-yard line. So a pretty good start for South Point here on their opening possession at the 41.
Looks like kicker miskicked it a little bit, and one of the upbacks picked it up in stride, and we'll give the Red Raiders good field position start.
So we'll get to see the Redbone offense come out here. They come with one wing, one fullback. Now they change it to 2 wings. And in motion. And they double check the call with the sidelines. Mountaineers ready to pounce on them. Man in motion.
Oh, I think
and he tries to give it, but nobody's there to give it to. So Blee is stopped dead on the line of
scrimmage. We saw that a few times in the JV game last night where the quarterback reached out, but nobody was there. And you can't fake it to somebody that's not there.
I'm not sure if it was the quarterback or the fullback, but somebody did go the wrong way.
Well, they're going to give him 2 yards on it, so it'll be 2nd and 8
It's a generous
South
spot.
Point.
Sometimes it's hard to say the money down on defense, but against this red bone, this is the money down. If you can stop them for minimal loss or actually a loss on this play, then you put them in a situation they don't want to be in.
Lee calling the signals. McKinley in motion, hands off right up the middle to the fullback.
I think he might have squirted out and got that first down. Yeah.
And looks like he might have gotten all the way up.
He's going to be a yard short.
He's going to be a yard short, so bring up a third.
Yeah, that's that one where he fakes it to the fullback and then just follows the fullback right into the hole where
becomes a lead blocker.
Becomes a lead blocker.
He faked me out.
Yes.
So the Redbone offense is definitely geared for these 1 and 2 yard, third down conversions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely where they want to be.
Blee hands it off right up the middle, and big hole for the Red Raiders. And they'll get the first down and maybe 6 more.
For South Point, first down.
That's a first down for Ford, the big fullback for South Point. Ball sitting on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for South Point. Going left to right. Patrick Blee under center. Hands it right off to the fullback once again, right off the right side in a big hole, and he'll get about 15 yards on it. So the Mountaineers haven't done a good job of stopping that run so far.
They are getting what they want. Basically the same way we did when we had the ball first. They're doing exactly what they want. All positive yards, moving the ball down the field. We're going to have to get some contact on that fullback a whole lot quicker than 7-8 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Just one wing set this time. That's McKinley, Blee under center. Ford, your fullback still. Keeps it himself, Blee does, and it looked like it might have been a little miscommunication there too, but he'll get stopped behind the line of scrimmage and maybe lose 2 or 3.
The defensive end crashed down on the fullback and then bounced off the quarterback was faking it to the fullback. He hit the fullback, bounced off of him, and still made the tackle on the quarterback. So that was actually a great individual play by, I think that was Curtis? Yeah. Great individual play by Curtis.
So it'll be 2nd and about 12 for South Point. They'll come back to the line with one wing and the fullback. Kings Mountain showing blitz.
Switching it up.
Walk that up there.
Give it to the fullback. Flag on the play.
I think that they might call that for an illegal shift.
Yeah.
2 guys in motion, I believe, at the snap.
Probably decline that.
I would hope so.
Yeah, decline to go on the 3rd down. Because, like I said, now you got them 3rd down behind the sticks.
So they're going to lose 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2 yards on the play. Plus, if they decline this,
and
they will decline the legal shift. So it'll be 3rd.
Guys, you think where they are in the field? They're on our 31. You think they're in 4-down territory here?
I think it depends on how many yards they get on this play here. If they can get this down to like a 4th and 4, something like that, I would definitely go for it.
Hand the ball off to the big fullback right up the middle, and he'll get maybe he'll get maybe 3. See, it's hard to tell because they're so far.
3 and 4 yards.
Yeah. 2 yards really looks like
Yeah, looks like about 5.
4th and 9.
4th and 9. It looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and 9, and South Point leaves their offense.
Should we expect our first pass from the Red Raiders right now?
I don't think so. I think they're going to do what they're going to.
They may try to draw us off sides right here. Try to get a quick 5 just off of us.
So big 4th down play. Blee under center again. Mountaineer showing blitz again. Man in motion. And a pitch over to Tobin. Tobin around the left side. Plenty of room around the 15-yard line. So big play for South Point.
Yeah.
Whoever missed opportunity for Kings Mountain.
Whoever had pitch responsibility on that play didn't come up. You had Curtis on the quarterback and then try to run the pitch man down from the backside.
And they took the 2 receivers that were out there. They took
just
them
ran
deep.
Them deep. Yes, they did.
The defense players backed out of there.
Exactly what they did.
Tobin was too quick on that play.
Yeah.
So Blee comes back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wings, 1 fullback, hand it off to the fullback, but the Mountaineers will stop him dead. He might lose a yard or 2 and bring up second down. 4 minutes and counting here in this first quarter here at Lineberger Stadium. Kings Mountain leads at 7-0.
Drew, you're right. It's hard to tell. They gave him a yard.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like he got stopped.
It looked like he got hit
at
right
the
at
line,
the line
or maybe even a loss. Yeah.
Well, the way their formation is, they're so close to the line of scrimmage when they start.
When you get to the line of scrimmage, if you just fall forward, you're going to get a yard. Big play right here.
So big second down play. Blee under center. No wings this time, just a big fullback forward in the backfield. Kings Mountain shifts their defense and
delay
whistles.
Game.
Yeah.
They called a timeout.
Timeout.
Takes its first timeout.
So South Point will take a timeout. We will too. We'll be back here with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here at Lineberger Stadium, Mountaineers lead 7-0, but South Point threatening to score here in this opening quarter. 3:28 to go here in the first quarter. Blee comes back to the line of scrimmage, just 1 wing this time, and the fullback, number 33, forward. Man in motion, give it to Ford right up the middle, and you could have drove a truck through that hole.
That was the first time he went to the left.
Yeah. He definitely did. He'd been running to the right the whole night. He cut it back to the left, had a big hole on that backside.
Guys, there's nobody there to stop. Big number 33 Ford walked right into the end zone and brings it from a PAT to tie this game.
Charles Burtwhistle in for the PAT.
Burtwhistle attempts the point after touchdown. Anthony Green on the hold, and the point is good. So we're all knotted up at 7. We'll be back here with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
So Gash and Lindsay back deep to receive for Kings Mountain. Number 84, Burtwhistle, ready to kick it off for South Point. You know, I've never been to a South Point game and actually been on the South Point side. They make a lot of racket when they score.
Oh yes, they are very, very loud. That's why I say this is not an easy place to come and play.
And the kicker kicks it deep into the end zone, touchback. So the Mountaineers will come up to the 20-yard line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for Kings Mountain from the 20.
We'd also like to say welcome to the Belmont Wildcat Cheerleaders.
See if we can get a good drive just like last time.
It'll be interesting to see if South Point stays with the same defense, or do they come out? Do they still come out loaded in the box, or do they stay spread?
We were talking how after a few completed passes, it softened up that run defense.
Yes. We got trips, so they're going to have to come and honor those guys.
Yep.
So
Agent Zero in the backfield as a running back. Zolo, your quarterback in shotgun, makes the call. He drops back quickly to throw, finds a man open, and in and out of his hands, incomplete.
Get that down a little bit. That's a good ball right there.
Yeah, just a little high.
Sanders, the intended receiver for Kings Mountain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
I'll be shocked if we don't run the ball here.
Right.
Let's give us 3rd manageable.
Zola with the pitch to Kendrick. Kendrick on the right side, maybe picks up 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah.
Bring up a 3rd.
Like going to be about 3rd and 4.
We like to run that play where Zola gets the ball, runs down the line a little bit, and underhand pitches it like a sweep.
Yeah, it's almost like an option. I want to say he has the option to keep it, turn it upfield, just depending on what that defensive end does on that side.
Listen, big play for the Mounties here.
Yeah.
You don't want to come in and go 3 and out.
No.
3rd and 4 from the 25-yard line of Kings Mountain, and he drops back to pass, looking for a receiver right over the middle. That's Kendrick. He's got one man to beat.
He's not going to get there.
And he's not going to get close enough to the sticks. I think he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Looks like that was Zolo's outlet pass to Robert coming out of the backfield, and he got stopped 2 yards short.
He was open initially when he caught the ball in the middle of the field, but South Point did a good job of closing in on it and making the tackle short of the 1st down marker.
So Kings Mountain will come in to punt.
If you're the Mountaineer defense, you would have hoped for a little bit more of a sustained drive.
Right, get a little bit more rest and
time to make the adjustments.
Whatever adjustments needed.
Good snap.
Punter gets the ball off at the 15-yard line. And it's a pretty good punt.
Roll.
Takes a great Kings Mountain roll all the way down to the 29-yard line of South Point. That's where they'll take over 1st and 10. Guys, which was more important?
And we have a flag on the play.
Got a flag.
There is a flag on the play.
Be
which was more important, for us to actually score on that possession or for us to keep them from scoring on this one?
It's going to be
right
for us to stop them from scoring. And another thing too, I'm glad that we got that roll, and look like we got a penalty on there. It must have been a holding. So this is going to change what I was going to say, because now their starting spot is going to be a little bit further, so they got further to go. So the field actually got flipped a little more. So if we can get a good quick 3 and out, then we could possibly be taking the ball back over in plus territory.
We got to get off the field.
We got to get off the field.
19-yard line's where the ball rests. Blee brings the Red Raiders up 1st and 10. 1:42 to go here in this 1st quarter. Got both wings. Hand the ball off to the fullback right up the middle, but the Mountaineers are there to stop him.
All over top of it.
Number 33 on the big stop.
I like what we're doing with the linebackers. We're coming up, they're not sure where we're going to be blitzing from, what gap we're going to be hitting. It looked like the quarterback kind of stood up even and tried to make a decision where he's going to go with that ball.
Right.
Good job by the defense.
Good job of John Curry. He got him lined up at nose guard tonight. He's made a couple of good tackles on that fullback.
He's going to need to be on him all night.
Oh, yeah.
So Blee has 2nd and 10 from the 19. Man in motion, that's Tobin. He drops back the pass for Blee, gets it off quickly and out of bounds.
We had that covered, guys.
Yeah, it was covered. That may have been an intentional throwaway. Because, we were all on top of that.
Well, Blee definitely was getting the ball out fast.
Right.
No matter who was open or who wasn't open, it was coming out fast.
Yes, they were bearing down on it real hard.
Well, if that last 4th and 9 wasn't a huge play, this is a big play.
It's a big 3rd down. Yeah, because if you can you stop on this 3rd down, I just can't see them going for it on this side of the field.
3rd and 10. Blee comes back to the line of scrimmage. One up back. And the big fullback, man in motion, gives it to the fullback up the middle. Flag on the play.
Tripped up at the line.
I would think that would probably be where that flag is. Probably holding.
I would think we decline it. Or a chop block.
Block.
With someone engaged and another guy coming in.
Yeah, that's possibly it too. Yeah, I actually would take that penalty.
So it is a hold, and they decline it.
Okay. Well, they didn't get a game. They didn't get no game.
Yeah.
So it's 4th and 10.
It's 4th down. Okay, my fault.
Well, 4th and about 9.
Yeah. Decline it. Yeah.
Big job by the defense.
That's what you needed right there. That quick 3 and out. Defense get off the field. Offense get a chance to come back and redeem themselves.
So Big Red runs their punt team on, and Mountaineers drop back. That's number 13, and looks like number 1, Gash, and Fat back deep to receive for Kings Mountain.
If we can get us something big right here on this punt return, that'll help out a lot.
Is it the same kicker?
Number 84.
Strong.
Oh, short. Get away. Who's that over there? Get away.
Burt Whistle, the punter.
Who's that? Move.
Sometimes they like to stand around that ball, and I do not understand.
I don't get it.
So the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line.
Mountaineers will have 1st and 10.
And we still
42 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
On that last drive, that first pass play, we were open on that. We just overthrew him there. So we still got some things that are looking good for us.
Got trips on the far side, single receiver on the near side.
Zolo calls his play, gives it right up to Kendrick, right up the middle,
Good
and
run.
a big run.
Uh-oh.
And he's still on his feet
gone.
across the 40 to the 30. He's got one man to beat at the 20-yard line, and he'll get drug out of bounds around the 15.
Yeah. Got it about to the at 14-yard line. Good run. And we getting on the ball quick. Go right back at him.
I love it.
Go right back at him.
Their defenses trying to line up.
Mountaineer, 1st down.
So the Mountaineer defense gets right back up to the line of scrimmage. Zolo makes his calls. Kendrick's still in, the ball carrier
They're
here.
waiting on the chain game to get lined up.
Zolo hands it right up the middle. Kendrick around the right side. He's got some running room to the 10. Fights his way across the 10-yard line to around the 8.
Yeah, got about 5.
Ashton Green, Zig Pruitt in on the tackle.
Ashton Green on the stop for the Red Raiders. And 11 seconds. They may not get another playoff, and we'll go to the second quarter.
There you go.
Yep.
And they don't get a playoff, so we'll go to the second quarter. Same with the Mountaineers and the Red Raiders tied at 7. We'll have more Mountaineer football right after this.
Yes.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live at Lineberger Stadium. I forgot where I was at for a minute. Mountaineers threatening to score 7-7. It's a tie game going into the second quarter. It's 2nd and 5 for the Mountaineers.
JC.
Zolo huddles his team up. Josiah Hill in at running back right now for Kings Mountain. And just 2 tight ends and just 1 wide receiver out to this side.
Yeah. Well, actually, we got a tight bunch set over there on the left. Got a tight trips bunch set over there on the left.
Zolo with a quick pitch over to the left side. Hill trying to get away from him. He's going to go all the way down. He's going to get close.
No.
And they're debating whether it's a fumble or Kings Mountain still has the ball.
I think they called him down.
They're going to rule him down at this point.
They are going to rule him down. So Kings
No,
Mountain,
they didn't.
Nope.
They gave him the ball.
That was late.
That was a late call, but it is what it is, guys.
You know, The Kings Mountain side official kept saying it was not a fumble, but the head official come in and said, no, it was.
It was.
So the Red Raiders, Kings Mountain will miss a great opportunity. Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from around the 14-yard line.
All right, D. We got them deep. The one thing about it, we got them deep. We get another quick 3 and out. We can get the ball back on, get guys back on the field, try to get some points.
So Blee brings his team back to the line of scrimmage. McKendrick and Ford in as the fullback and wing. Give it right up to Ford, right up the middle, but he's going to be stopped by a host of Mountaineers, but not before he gets about 3 yards on the carry.
I think they gave him about 5 or 6 on that.
Bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, gave him about 6 on that. And say that forward lean on that fullback usually it gets him an extra 2 or 3 once it gets past the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 4 for South Point. Double wing this time. Man in motion, gives it right up the middle. But they'll stop him right there at the line of scrimmage.
Still give him a yard.
Antonio
Armstrong on the stop for Kings Mountain.
Guys on the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West, just-in-time plumbing. Looks like West Charlotte is down 3-0 to Huff, and that's still midway in the first quarter.
I got a Crest North Gaston update. Crest up 22-8 over North Gaston. Ashbrook 14-0 over Stuart Kramer. And Hunter Huss 7-6 over Forest. All those games are in the second quarter.
Hey, Miss Rachel.
Back to the line of scrimmage. Blee brings the Red Raiders.
Third
hands the
2.
ball
Big
right up
play,
the middle.
big stuff, big stuff.
Keeps it himself.
Good job.
Blee keeps the ball himself, but not able to do anything.
See how the defense
strung it out.
Strung that out.
Strung it out.
Jason Melton
And again,
will bring up
the defensive end, Curtis, he's hitting the fullback and basically the quarterback at the same time.
Yep.
And that's giving everybody else the chance to come in and corral.
Marcus, I think that's because he's back there so
quickly. Yes.
It's almost negating the
yes.
fake.
And I'm pretty sure like that's what they've told him all week. That is what you're going to do. Every time you see that, hit that fullback.
Burt Whistle will stand on his own goal line to punt this ball away.
Good job, defense. Good job, defense. Especially after that turnover. Excellent, excellent, excellent defense.
4th and 3.
Ball is up, and it is punted away. Mountaineers looking for...
Let that go.
They'll let it go, and it'll roll dead around the 41-yard line.
Good job,
so Kings
defense.
Mountain will take over 1st and 10 from their own 41.
Yeah.
So back and forth we go.
Yeah.
I think the last 2 possessions on defense show we made some good adjustments after that first drive.
Right.
Offense is moving the ball. We just, like we said at the beginning, we got to take care of the ball.
3809.
Now going forward, if South Point gets the ball in more favorable field position, I wouldn't be surprised to see some quick play action pass just to try to loosen us up a little bit.
Yeah.
So Josiah Hill as the running back. Zolo makes his calls in the shotgun. 4 receivers set. Zolo hands it right up the middle. Hill able to fight away, get 5-6 yards.
And you know what, guys? I like that. Last time we were on the field, Josiah runs the ball, he fumbles. We get the ball back, and the first thing coach does is give him the ball again.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of times you'll see a guy get pulled out of the game. They bring him back in, let him get his confidence right back. I like that. And Quay is back on the field, so I'm good with that.
So 2nd and 4.
Marcus, that's a good point. I love that. You got to get him back out there.
Because he's a guy that you're going to need not only for the rest of this game, but the rest of this season.
You're right.
Yeah. Coach him up, tell him what he did wrong, put him back in there, let him show what he's made of.
And quick whistles.
Timeout.
Looks like timeout.
We call it timeout.
So they'll call a timeout. We will too. Stay with us. We'll have more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty. Flooring America. The venue at Turkey Ridge. Allen & Sons Construction. Dellinger's Jewel Shop. Butler's Outdoor Design. JWH Contracting.
Back here at South Point High School, Mountaineers second and 3. Zolo makes his calls, man in motion, fakes it right up the middle, but keeps it, going to throw it away.
Play.
Number 1, Gash, the receiver, and that should be good enough for a first down, plus about 4 more.
And again,
Such a good decision.
And again, guys, I have not seen that play this year. That motion, the whole formation, another day. It's almost like he stepped left and then turned back to the right to make the pass out in the flat.
Gash was wide
open.
Zolo once again hands it right up the middle to Kendrick. Kendrick fights his way at the line of scrimmage, but stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard.
Yeah, I think they gave us 1.
2nd and 9 for Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain in their white tops, black bottoms. South Point in all red with white numerals.
Twins left formation.
Zolo makes his calls, hands it right up to the
Robert.
right
Oh,
side.
God.
Robert Kendrick got plenty of running room. He'll get stopped or as he crosses the 40. So he's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Yeah.
3rd, and we'll call it a long 2.
A long 2.
Antonio Armstrong comes in for the offense right now. Zolo makes his play call. Kendrick still in as the running back. 2 receivers set, hands it right up to Kendrick, but he's going to get stopped before he gets to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to lose maybe 3 yards.
They had 8 in the box.
Yep. They shot, defensive tackle shot the gap and just met Rob right in the backfield right after he got the handoff.
So the Mountaineers will run the punt team on Max Thompson in to punt it away. Max will stand around his 47-yard line. .6:38 to go here in this second quarter, and Thompson gets it out, and it's a good kick. And it's too much, going to go in the end zone, bring it back out to the 20-yard line, so South Point will take over 1st and 10 from there. I want to give a shout-out to Lamont. He's recovering. He's at the flu. He's supposed to be listening to us. You better be listening to us, Lamont.
I know. Good. Get better, brother. We'll be looking for you back next week.
Give a shout out to my daughter. She really wanted to come here tonight, but with me on the home side and her on the visitor side.
Right.
10-year-old girl.
I know that. Yeah, definitely. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, Kings Mountain will get pulled off sides.
Don't need to give them 3 yards.
So we gave them 5 yards right there. Still bring up 1st down and 5.
1st and 5.
From the 25-yard line. Here a little bit of the South Point student section. It's a pink night for the Kings Mountain student section. A lot of pink over there on the visitor side. Handoff right up the middle.
Keeper.
Going to keep it himself.
It out.
Fooled me.
Yep. On the keeper.
Probably going to be close to a 1st down.
Yeah.
They're going to give it to
him.
Just had to break across the 30.
Michael Ward on the stop for Kings Mountain.
Good enough for a South Point. Still needed going 1st down.
And the way they run their offense with their wideouts, they definitely take our corners out of any run support. They're just running them. They're basically just running them deep.
Yeah, that's right.
And you have You have to honor it.
6:02 left here in this second quarter. Blee brings it back out. 2 receiver set.
This half is flying by.
Yes, it is.
And they get the ball coming out of half, too.
Right.
We've got to hold them in this possession.
Blee,
I think
Blee
they
got a
moved
false
right
start.
up the middle,
Yeah, I
but
think
quick
they
whistles.
Yeah. False start.
False start against South Point.
And that stopped the clock, too. All right.
So they'll move them 5 yards back. Ball resting at the 25-yard line. Still first and 15.
Back, though.
Yep.
First and 15. They'll probably still run it right here, but if we can get a negative play right here, get back off the field, get one more shot at getting us some points on the board before halftime.
Blee with 3 receivers to the far side. Fullback right up the middle. Man in motion.
Dive.
Hands it,
Uh-oh,
keeps it
got
himself,
There it
and he
is.
gets stopped in the
Negative
backfield
play.
at the 20-yard line,
Negative
so
play.
he'll lose
Really with the penalty, yeah.
good 5
Yeah.
yards.
Back-to-back
Back-to-back
plays.
negative plays, yes. Good job. Now looking at about second and about close to 20.
Yeah.
About 17, 18.
So the ball's on the 22-yard line. They've got to get to the 40 for a first down, and it's third down.
They went to that play on the second down just before that.
Right.
And we were all over that quarterback keeper coming around the near side end.
Number 72, the freshman, Sumerian Dawkins getting in on that play. Got a pass. Oh, he's open. He's down, though. Minimal gain.
Pass completed, but only for about
Logan Drill
5-6 yards.
Third
So what's
and
hard to
11.
defend there is they're running the same motions that they do with their run plays, except he pops back up and throws it to the
Right.
receiver on the top.
And that's the thing about it. Everything looks the same. Everything looks the same, and it's just on them to decide if they want to give, if they want to run, if they want to throw.
So
And
4 minutes and counting here in this first half. Big third down play here for Red Raiders.
Pass.
He drops back to pass. Blee looks
Got
for
that
somebody under
covered.
pressure, throws it right over the
Catch it.
middle,
Oh, man.
and it is completed at the 45. Under double, he was double covered, guys.
He put that ball, that receiver went down low.
Well, he put it exactly
Where it
the
needed
only
to be.
place
Yeah.
that we could not get it.
Either
We had
he
two
was-
guys.
Yeah, either he was going to catch it or it was going to be incomplete.
So 3 minutes and 46 seconds and ticking on this first half. Ball resting at the 45-yard line of South Point.
We're going to have to use our timeouts and get them, not allow them a first down if we're going to want the ball back.
Right.
Blee in no hurry to call the play. Handoff right up the middle.
Little
And
belly
that's
action right there.
Ford. And it's going to bring up a second and about 3.
Yeah, that was a little belly action off the tackle. It's a little wider than the normal dive that they run. All right, boys, we've been here before. Let's bow up right here.
South Point hurries to the line of scrimmage. Blee hands it off right up the middle to Ford again. And he's going to get a first down.
Good enough for
And drag a couple of Mountaineers with him.
First down.
So first and 10. Ball sits right there at the 44-yard line.
Kings Mountain's 44-yard line.
Yeah.
Got to go to the 34 for a first down. And 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Clock is rolling.
But the best we're wanting now is to go into half tied.
Yeah.
So we can
Yeah.
get a turnover here.
Blee hands it right up there,
Dive.
keeps it himself.
There we go. Blew it. Oh, we got to get
He
that in the
still
backfield.
gets away and
Yeah,
picks up
Blee
3 or
on the
4
back.
yards, but
Oh,
the
they
ball's
called
on the
him down.
ground, but they're going to call him
They
down.
called him down. Yeah, they called him down.
So he'll gain 3 yards on the carry.
Such a generous spot.
Hey, and that was a quick decision on that one. In ours, it took about
I
5
know.
minutes to decide
I
that
know.
we fumbled. But I digress.
Is that part of that down 14?
That's part of that down 14, baby.
Could be.
7-7, a minute 53 and counting here at Lineberger Stadium. Mountaineers trying to keep the South Point Red Raiders out of the end zone. Ball right there at the 41-yard line. hands it right up. No, keeps it himself again. He gets a first down. All the way down to the 30-yard line.
They have started to take all their quarterback runs away from Curtis. Which, I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Nope.
So another 1st and 10, ball on the 30-yard line, 1:28. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to try to get this ball in here.
They got 2 timeouts left, so they're in pretty good situation. We need a big play right here. Put them behind the sticks.
Blee hands it right up the middle to Ford.
That was a fumble. Now that was a fumble. Oh my God!
Ball did come out, but they're going to say he was down.
Oh.
And timeout, South Point.
Is that the Kings Mountain fans booing over there? I hear them.
Yeah.
So they'll take a timeout. We'll stay here so we don't miss any of the action. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this first half.
That ball rolled about 5 yards away from where they called him down.
Man. That's two on this possession.
2 on this possession. I think that timeout by South Point may help us too. A couple of guys look like they may have been getting a little tired.
I did get word Lamont is listening, so Lamont, I hope you recover, buddy. We got homecoming next Friday, and a good friend of mine, Mike Hayes, over is also tuning in. Thank you so much. Wherever you are tonight, listening to Mountaineer football, no video, just a rule from the Gaston County, and nothing with South Point. South Point was really going to let us broadcast if it hadn't been for the county. So.
Right. Gaston County, the next Kings Mountain rule.
All right, Blee brings it back to line 1. Wide receiver set out wide 2.
Pass.
And he's going to roll out to pass, looking for his only receiver open.
Interception.
And
oh, no, he knocked it out.
Just knocked it out of bounds.
Knocked it out of bounds. Good job.
And the South Point faithful is wanting a flag on that call.
That was good coverage. Excellent coverage.
54.6 seconds.
And that's the guys. That's the sophomore.
Williams.
Jaden Williams. That got moved up from JV.
And he's been doing a fantastic job on the varsity.
Yes, he has. Jaden Williams.
So 54.6 seconds to go here in this first half. South Point breaks the huddle. Only 10 seconds on the play clock.
They got another timeout. I think they're going to go to the run right here.
They've got one more left. Double receivers, fullback, and he drops back to pitch.
Option.
That's McKinley with the ball, and we're all over it. He'll gain maybe 3 or 4 on it and bring up a 4th down. So what do they do here? 4th down?
They're going to go for it. I think they're going to go for it. Yeah, I think they're going to go for it.
And South Point will take their last timeout.
Well, here's the thing, too.
So we'll keep it here.
No, they didn't call timeout.
Check that. They didn't call timeout.
Oh, okay.
So no timeout. So they still got 1 timeout left.
And they're going to let the clock run.
They don't have to snap it.
They don't have to snap the ball.
So they'll let the clock run out.
Yeah.
And that'll take us to halftime. Guys, we've seen the first half. You know what you expected?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So we've at least left 7 points on the field
right.
that we should have. We should have scored on.
Are they going to try a field goal, maybe?
So 3.3 seconds on the clock, and they do take their final timeout.
He's got a big leg. I wouldn't be surprised if they try a field goal here, or maybe just take a chance on a pass and get a penalty or.
While we're in this timeout, guys, if you don't mind, I'd like to give a shout out to my coaching partners over at Kings Mountain Middle School.
We do mind. No, go ahead.
Over at Kings Mountain Middle School, head coach, Coach McGowan, Coach Huffstetler, Coach Boyd, Coach Brown, Coach Curry, all those players.
What a good win over Burns.
We got the win, and we also won the draw, which was even a bigger win, which puts us in the playoffs next week. So just shout out to all those guys over there.
Now, where will you be playing next week?
We will be at Shelby with a 6 o'clock kickoff time.
All right.
No flag.
Bert Whistle will attempt this extra point. He's got the leg on him.
Oh, blocked it.
And
we blocked it.
Blocked
go,
by Kings
go,
Mountain.
take it.
Come this way. Run.
And Kings Mountain still got the ball around the 5-yard line, but they'll stop him dead.
That's okay. Good job.
But that's got to give you a little shot in the arm going into halftime.
Good job. Good job.
So, guys, tied at 7 here going into halftime. Stay with us. We've got more Mountaineer football and a great halftime show. We've got Coach Andrew Fan, the basketball coach. He'll tell you about the program coming up. So stay with us right here on KMHS Sports presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be back after this.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
And welcome to the Kings Mountain Halftime Show. I'm your host, Brad Melton. I'm here with special guest this week, Mr. Andrew Fan. He is a social studies teacher here at Kings Mountain High School, and he's also our head men's basketball coach. So first of all, Coach, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thanks for having me.
All right, first of all, tell us about your background, where you're from, that type thing.
So I'm originally from Granite Falls, which is a town near Hickory. Went to South Caldwell High School, home of Eric Church and Madison Bumgarner. So everyone's very proud of them up there. Graduated from UNC Charlotte in 2015 and started out my teaching career at Mallard Creek High School, and I also started coaching there, JV basketball, and then followed the coach there at East Lincoln and spent 4 years at East Lincoln High School before I came here last year.
Okay, so this is your second year here.
Yep.
So now tell me this: you came to Kings Mountain last year. Obviously, you came here for the coaching position and the teaching job. How was the transition coming from Mallard Creek, East Lincoln? How was the adjustment here?
So one thing that I can say of all the schools I've been at, they have been very successful athletically, and they've been very well supported by the community, and Kings Mountain definitely falls into that category. This is a very tight-knit community and very much all about athletics around here, and Cleveland County as a whole. So Lincoln County is similar to that in a lot of ways. But this is a little bit different and in a good way, and so that is really what drew me here. There's a lot of similarities, but this just is a whole other level that I like.
I've had several people say that Kings Mountain's got one of those. It's a big time program. It's still got that small town feel.
Oh yeah,
and it's one of those places where the whole town still shows up, and it's nice to see the whole gym packed out, people standing around the sides and all that. That makes for a nice atmosphere.
You can see that with the traffic on Friday nights.
Yeah, it's
all sporting events.
That's a nice feeling. So listen, your first year has pretty good success.
Yep.
All right, ended up 14-3, 10-4 in the conference, second round of playoffs.
Yep.
And I know you had a young team last year.
Yep.
So you only lose 2 seniors off of last year's team, so most of your main guys are back.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. Who are your key players coming back?
So our core that played most of the games last year is coming back. We lost Priest Wilson from last year, who's playing collegiately. down at St. Andrews, and then Eli Osborne, who's playing collegiately at Methodist. But we still have that young core that's still intact with Bradley Floyd, who will be a rising sophomore. He's one of the best players in the area and the state, in my opinion, and other people would probably agree. And then you have Tucker Robinette, who started for us as well. And then you have people like Charlie Foster, who's showed a lot of promise at times last year. And there's some guys coming up from JV and some other guys. Nick Cole's a returner for us that we expect big things out of this year. So that and a couple guys that have moved in that are coming from the middle school that we have high hopes for. I really feel good about the group that we're bringing back and the new guys that are going to be contributing.
I will say it was fun last year watching several different occasions. You look out there and you see 4 freshmen and sophomore, or the entire team. Okay, this could be a JV team, and they're out here running at this level. So, if you did not see them, guys, you need to go make a conscious effort to see this young group. They are a young group, but now they can play and high energy, above the rim. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of fun.
You will be entertained.
It is. It's a lot of fun. The whole atmosphere. Start with the JV. Kind of watch the ladies, then follow up with the guys. So tell us about your JV team. Now, I know you have, and I say this to everybody, but a head coach is only as good as his assistant coaches. Yeah. So tell us about your coaching staff.
I'm really happy of the coaching staff that we have here. There's a couple guys that came over from Coach Pierce's previous coaching staff, and I'm glad they stayed on for familiarity and everything. But Coach Shear did a great job with our JV team last year. They went, I think, 15-5 and came in second in the conference. And had a lot of really good competitive games and really good quality JV basketball, which is what you like to have. But I tell everybody here at Kings Mountain, we don't have really JV and varsity. It's all one program. It just might be you're playing at 4 or 5, and then the other group's playing at 7:30. So he did a great job with JV specifically, and then Matt Carpenter and DJ Bird, who you should go get your car detailing done with up the road.
Shameless plug.
Did a great job helping last year and working with the players, and they do a really good job of creating those relationships. That's important.
And, once again, we talk about how young you were. Think about that. You've got 4, 5, 6 guys that could be on JV playing varsity, and you still go 15-5. That says a lot for the next couple of years in the program. So a lot of things to look forward to. All right, so your season kicks off December 1st.
Yep.
Okay. Personally, I hope you still got some guys missing during that time.
That'll probably be the case.
I'm planning on you not having your full roster on that first game or two. So you start off at Burns. So your very first game is at Burns, big conference game. Yep. And then your first home game is the following Tuesday, December 5th, and Cox Mill's coming in. Yep. So not really into cupcakes to start the season, are you?
No.
Don't want any soft powder puff games to start the season.
No. I'm very proud of the schedule we put together this year. We're also playing. We're really playing a bunch of teams that have been powerhouses in the past couple of years. We're playing Cox Mill. They've won multiple state championships the past 10 years. West Charlotte. We're playing at a Phenom event, or actually another event at Hopewell High School down the road. We're playing East Lincoln, who's been a very competitive team the past 15, 20 years. And we're playing Weddington at Weddington, and I think everyone knows how good that basketball program is. So we definitely grew a lot last year and learned a lot, and so I'm ready for this year for us to go out and show that. And I think you got to do that by playing against some of the better teams. And
are most of these the first 2 months of the season before conference starts, or they kind of
for the most part, yes, they're the early games, and we play Weddington the first Wednesday in January, I think the 5th. Okay. So that, along with Shelby, are our last non-conference games.
Okay. Well, speaking of conference, what's the conference like? Who's going to be your biggest competition this year? Because I know Huss is always athletic. Ashbrook's always athletic. Sure. So it's a good basketball conference. So, is there any one team that kind of sticks out that you say?
This conference is competitive from top to bottom. It is, I think everyone saw that last year with what Ashbrook did at the end of the year, beating Crest. North Gaston didn't win many games last year, but they competed every night and had 2 really good players that would start on most other teams. So, you have to be prepared every night in this league. So, it could be anyone up there. I do expect us to be there when it's all said and done. But Crest has a good young core. This conference is really good with a lot of young players across the board. Us, Crest, Ashbrook will be much improved. Huss has a bunch of young, hungry guys. And then you always got to remember about South Point.
Well, listen. First of all, thank you for showing up. Anything you want to add that I didn't bring up?
The Mountaineer Holiday Classic, we're hosting our annual Christmas tournament again this year. It'll be December 27th through the 29th. Have a really good lineup as usual. Providence Day is going to be here, Gaston Day, Palisades New School in Charlotte, East Rutherford, Shelby, a team from Washington, D.C. is coming back, and Harding High School from Charlotte. So really good quality Christmas tournament to come to, and a great environment when you got friends and family in town for the holidays to come and catch some local hoops.
That's a great time too. That week after Christmas, when everything from Christmas kind of settled down, we're out of school, gives you something to look forward to. Come watch 4 games a day for 3 games straight, for 3 days straight. Sorry. Listen, thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming. I know a lot of the people here wanted to put a face with our basketball coach. A lot of good things being said about the program, and I'm glad you got to come and tell them what's going on with it.
Yeah, last year I didn't do too well against Cleveland County. I'm looking to change that this year with who we have, so I'm really excited for this season.
It should be a fun one. So with that group you got come back last year, if they make that traditional 9th to 10th grade spurt, then it should be a lot of fun. Listen, thank you, and we'll get you back to the second half of Kings Mountain football, and see you next week.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
Back here live at South Point High School, halftime, 3:17 to go here in this halftime. Guys, let's just review a few of the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard. I did see that Cherville up and at least this was in the second quarter, 28-0 over Highland Tech, and I believe we all kind of thought that's the way that game was going to go.
Yeah.
I got Hendersonville 21 over East Rutherford, 21-14, late in the second quarter.
I got East Gaston 36-0 over Bessemer City, if that's the correct score, by Max Preps. Burns up big, of course, over Thomas Jefferson, 64-0. I thought you called the Cherville Highland Tech.
Big game over, and Newton Conover, West Lincoln up 20-14.
Max Prep still has Huff 3-0 over West Charlotte, but that was a first quarter score, so they may be still waiting on an update on that. Here's the team, guys, that
I've got 29-6 East Lincoln over Ford.
Okay. Here's the team, guys, that we're probably going to have to start paying attention to. Also, 3A, Northwest Cabarrus. They're 6-0 right now. They're up 30-0 over Carson.
Guys, we talked about this in pregame. The 2 games we talked about in pregame. Maiden right now is scoreless. Bandy's up 10-0.
Oh.
Over Maiden, and West Henderson and Pisgah. West Henderson leads Pisgah 16-7.
Oh, wow.
But both of those games are pretty close.
I understand we had some happy birthdays this past week. Mr. Lennox Porter, Big Ten.
Thanks to Lamont sending me that update, Huff is actually up 14-0 over West Charlotte.
Wow.
Miller turned 10.
Where'd the 3-0 come from?
I know, but see, Max Preps,
I
man,
know.
you got to take it with a grain of salt.
I moved on to score stream.
Yeah.
So, guys, some great games going on, and we've got a good one here, 7-7. We'll get ready, and let's take a break. We'll be ready for more Mountaineer football coming up next, so stay with us right where you're at.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
Northwest Cabarrus that we just spoke about.
Back here live at we're talking about the just in the West you got Hickory.
Hickory's still undefeated.
You got
Statesville's still undefeated.
You got Dudley. That's going to probably in the West.
Yeah.
You got Crest, West Charlotte.
Statesville,
of course, West Charlotte down right now.
Yeah. It's going to be a slugfest coming out of the 3A West.
Want to remind you to make sure you tune in on Wednesday nights to the Gutter Guys Player of the Week. Will be announced at the Mountaineer Football Tonight show. Jeff helps us with that show, puts us together the highlight package, except for the one game that I chose the wrong highlight reel
from last
year. But he puts that together, and we have a good time Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock right here on YouTube. Make sure you can tune it in live Wednesday night or Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, whenever you want to watch it. But thank you so much for tuning that in. And if you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. Craig Short, our host, along with head coach Straight Heron. And we're going to try to get some of the offense and defensive coordinators in. We haven't done it yet.
Okay.
But and I want to give a big shout out to Coach Andrew Fain. He was our halftime interview. Brad Melton did the halftime interview. Thank you so much, Brad, and looking forward. I want football to go on as long as possible, but really looking forward to the Mountaineer basketball team. Man, it's going to be some exciting basketball.
Right.
Fast-paced, high-flying Mountaineer basketball.
And that team is very, very young. A lot of the starters are sophomores, some juniors. It's going to be real interesting to see with the majority of the guys who are on the football team that would normally play basketball are seniors. So you kind of wonder with a Curtis who's already committed to North Carolina, does he play basketball this season?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like if he chose not to, no one should be mad.
Totally agree.
Because he already knows where his bread's going to be buttered.
Well, guys, let's take a break as we wrap up halftime here. Stay with us, tied at 7 as we get ready for the third quarter here on KMHS Sports, a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be back right after this.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
All right, back here at Lineberger Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff. Talking off air that Kings Mountain traditionally comes out in the second half and does a pretty good job.
Yes.
So Kings Mountain took the ball in the opening of the first half, so South Point will get it right here.
Kings Mountain kicking from your left to right on the screen.
Matt Rome will kick it off for Kings Mountain. And the ball is up. And pretty good line drive kick deep. He'll return it around the 3-yard line, come up to the 15. Ooh. Misses one hit, but they'll stop him as he crosses the 20. So maybe the 24, 25-yard line. South Point will take over 1st and 10 as they open up this second half.
Will be placed at about the 23-yard line where South Point will have 1st and 10.
So South Point will have 1st and 10 right at the 23-yard line.
All right, defense.
Dance team member Addie Howe dedicated her dance tonight in memory of her dad, Brad Howe, who would never miss a performance.
Same starters in for South Point.
Live like Brad.
Patrick Bree under center, hands the ball off.
Dive, stop, good on the pitch, good job.
Pitch man was hit. That's Harrison McKinney, one of the wings, and he'll stop in the backfield for about 2-3 yard loss.
Here again, they went away from Curtis.
Went away from Curtis.
Second and about 12.
Zay coming up on the support with a good tackle.
You know, that's the one thing about giving the ball to the wings. If they're able to stop it, they can stop that behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
If they can stop the fullback, he's already got 2 or 3 yards on you at least.
Exactly.
So second and about 12. South Point hands it right up the middle. They'll stop the big guy, the fullback, but he'll get it right back to around the original line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd down and maybe 9.
Yeah. Like you said, that fullback's coming out of their full blast. If you're not getting penetration and meeting him in the backfield, it's usually hard to stop him from getting 2 yards, 3 yards. And
Kings Mountain has some great size on the defensive, especially Adrian Barner.
Yeah. Oh no, that's Sumerian.
Okay.
Dawkins. Yeah. The freshman.
They're in a tight set. Hope they now.
It's going to be a
flex out a receiver.
I think I feel a pass coming on. There it
so
is.
Fakes the handoff, throws the ball out in the flat. So the Mountaineers are over it. He's going to be short, maybe about 2-3 yards, and bring up a 4th down.
Big hit by Michael Ward over there
bring up 4th down.
Out in the flat.
Probably a pretty good play call for South Point, but just not able to break the coverage that Kings Mountain gave to them. So they'll come in, Burt Whistle will come in to do the punting duties. Gash and Fat back deep to receive for Kings Mountain. Burt Whistle done a great job punting for the Red Raiders tonight. He stands around his own 15-yard line and punts the ball away. Good high kick, but short.
Good jinx, Drew. Oh, he got the roll.
But it got a South Point roll and will come dead around the 33-yard line. Kings Mountain will take over 1st and 10 from there. 10 minutes and 13 seconds here in this 3rd quarter.
Good 3 and out. All right, offense, let's come back out.
We lost a little momentum after that turnover, and let's see if we can
get some of that back.
Yeah.
So Kings Mountain will come out. Zolo, your quarterback. Agent 0, Kendrick in the backfield. With a 3-receiver set, 2 to this side. Gives the ball off right up the middle. He'll try to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, but South Point's there waiting on him. Bring up a 2nd. And probably about 10 or 9.
Yeah, they gave him 1.
On the carry. Stopped after 1.
So 2nd and 9. Kings Mountain will stay with that formation.
That's the formula of your South Point. You want to hold us to minimal yards. That playbook is a lot restricted 2nd and 9 versus 2nd and 2.
Exactly.
Kendrick still your halfback. Zola will drop back to pass, throws it in a kind of a bubble screen to Kendrick. Kendrick across the 35, and he'll get run out of bounds.
By Gabe Rump.
So he might have gotten 2-3 yards on the play and bring up a third.
About 6.
We'll call it a long 5.
3rd and 7.
Once again, that was probably not his first, second, or third option.
Right.
And he had to get it out of his hands. Bringing up 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long, 6-7 yards. Robert Kendrick still at running back.
False start on us.
Flag on the play. They're going to give Kings Mountain a
seemed like we
false start.
We weren't
Wasn't
even set
yet.
Right.
Yeah. So Kings Mountain will lose 5. Bring up 3rd and 12. So Zola will move some wide receivers around. Play clock down to 10.
Going empty backfield.
Another drop on the safety.
5 receiver set. Zolo drops back, looks for a receiver, runs a little bit. Flag on the play, throws it deep. It's got a man open, but incomplete. And there is a flag on the play.
I think it got a hold him. And it wasn't really a hold per se. The Kings Mountain lineman got him down. And as he was trying to get back up, he was holding them onto the ground. So I think that might have been what it didn't look like a traditional just grab and hold on the play.
So the holding call, they'll decline and bring up 4th and 12. And Max Thompson back in to punt for Kings Mountain.
Red Raiders should get
number
good
8,
field
Crawford.
position.
Cam Crawford back deep to receive for South Point. Ball is up, and a good punt by Max Thompson. And it is going to be caught, but the Mountaineers will stop him around the 30-yard line.
Good job.
Maybe the 32.
By number 34, Eli Lipscomb.
Good coverage tackle right there by Eli Lipscomb.
9 minutes and 11 seconds here in this third quarter. Still tied at 7.
32-yard line.
So in the long run, is a good, hard-fought game like this good for a team to experience?
Definitely.
Did you know the deeper you get in the playoffs?
Yeah. Like you said, adversity, it builds character. We've been kind of breezing a little bit the past few weeks.
Double wing set for South Point. And Blee tries to throw the ball away and gets it away.
Be a flag.
And that's a flag on the play.
And
if he had turned around.
Yeah, and the thing about it, the ball, it was not a good pass. The ball was short. Defender Michael, if he just turns around and makes a play on the ball, he probably gets an interception. Excellent pressure on the quarterback. I'm pretty sure he just threw that one up.
I think the reason that happened a lot of times is that when you're back there and the guy gets behind you, he's just thinking, I got to catch up with him.
You kind of panic.
Yep.
So it turns into a big play for South Point.
That quarterback threw it with, was it Curtis hanging on him?
Yeah.
Which, in all likelihood, would have probably been an incomplete pass.
Yes.
South Point, 1st and 10. Double wing formation, man in motion. Blee holds on to the ball, hands it over to McKendrick around the right side. He'll scramble for about 5 yards. Run out of bounds by several Mountaineers, including Jason Melton, the senior. 6'2", 182 pounds. Brings up a 2nd and 4. They'll come back with the red bone formation. 2 receivers out, 1 to each side. Man in motion, hands it right up. No, keeps it himself. Blee still has the ball.
Had him.
It's a tackle. Blee to the 20. 1 man to beat. And he's going to.
He got it pushed out of bounds.
Did he score him?
No,
he got pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
No, he got pushed out at the 11.
He did get in?
The 11-yard line.
We had him in the back. Okay. We had him in the backfield and didn't corral the tackle. Good hustle, though, by Eli to get down there and knock him out of bounds. But yeah, we had him in the backfield for probably about a 3-4 yard loss.
Problem was there was nobody else to stop him after that, though.
Right.
So South Point with a big play gain. Score tied at 7, 8:16 to go here in this third quarter. South Point on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
Tight.
And they'll come back with the red bone formation. Man in motion, gives it right up to the fullback, and he'll gain maybe 5 yards on the carry. All the way down to around the 5-yard line.
The thing about it, this isn't a goal situation. They can actually get a first down, but it'd be hard to get a first down without getting a touchdown as close as that stick is to the goal line.
From the 5.
So 2nd and 5. 7:48 to go here in this third quarter. South Point knocking on the door, comes up to the line, red bone formation, Blee under center. Give to the fullback, but the Mountaineers are able to stop him. To me, it looks like at the line of scrimmage.
Jock Curry getting in there.
Took his legs out.
Yeah, took his legs right out from under him. And that's a big thing, too. That number 33 is a nice size running back. You don't want to, with the way he's coming up into that hole, you don't want to get caught trying to tackle him high. He'll end up dragging you for about 3 or 4 yards. So.
Junior, 6'1", 205 pounds.
Yeah.
And is trained to run downhill.
Right. That's in today's standard. That's big at running back.
So 3rd and 5.
I'd be shocked if he doesn't get it again right here.
Yeah.
Big gap on the right side of the line. He'll go right up the
middle.
Quarterback will keep it.
Oh, we got it.
But they'll stop him before he reaches the first down.
Zay.
That's 4th down.
What are they going to do?
I'm thinking they're going for it.
4th and 3.
This offense is what this offense is built for. 4th and 2, 4th and 3. We got to watch the ball.
So the offense will stay on the field. South Point will run the play call in.
They're hoping they at least get a first down. Right. Definitely want to score.
Right.
All right, huge play, guys, right
They're
here.
about 2 yards away from a first down, 3 yards away from a score. 4th down right here. Man in motion.
No, we didn't jump. They didn't throw a flag. What are we doing? Nobody threw a flag.
South Point looking for an offsides call, but nobody threw a flag.
You can't just throw the flag if it was, this guy over here didn't call it.
So the opposite line judge throws the flag.
Should be on them.
Should be on
their
them
whole
then.
lineman,
Yeah,
they were set and
moved.
they stood up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
The guy on this side didn't even
call it.
Mountain.
The guy on the side where we moved didn't even call it. The guy from the whole other side of the field is the one called offside. And he called it like 10 seconds after he moved.
All right. 4th and 1.
So it's 4th and 1.
Probably quarterback sneak right here. I don't even see him taking a chance with a handoff.
6 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. South Point knocking on the door, 2-yard line.
How does the far line judge 30 yards away call that?
Exactly. Quarterback sneak. Told you.
Quarterback sneak, and he'll get over the line.
Uh-oh. Flag. That's coming back.
Flag.
That's coming back. That's on them.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah,
he did cross the goal line.
That's coming back. That's coming back.
Waiting on the white hat to give the call.
We need one to go our way.
What's the call?
So the call from the head official.
Just make the call, man.
He's walking over to the
you got to make the call
South
before
Point
you talk
side
to the
before
referee,
he
to the coach.
Makes the call.
You got to make the call before you talk to the coach. Might be a personal foul on that push.
South Point side.
Told you, that's what it was. When you run that quarterback sneak, you can't extend your arms and push the ball
The
carrier.
NFL does it with the tush push.
Yeah, with
you can't do it.
Yeah, you can't extend your arms. Yeah.
So assisting the runner would be the official call.
Is that a 15-yarder?
I don't know what's going on.
So it looks like the field goal team will come in. for South Point.
Looks like it's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah. They messed the chains up. They moved the chains and everything. Yeah, they moved the chains. They got to fix the chains. The chain crew moved the chains. They moved everything.
They're getting fixed right now. I think they thought it was a turnover on downs. Maybe even thought. All right.
So South Point still with the chance to go up 3 points. Field goal kicker made a little practice kick and then fell down.
Well, we blocked the last one that they tried. Maybe we can get some pressure and block this one.
Thank you, Terry Prince, resident official of the broadcast. Says that is a 5-yard penalty.
Can't do it in high school.
Can't do it in high school.
Right. I just found that out.
I wish it was a 5-yard penalty and lost down.
Right.
Almost like a intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding or something, yeah.
Burt Whistle will attempt this field goal once they get the line set back. 7-7. South Point trying to go up 3 points right here. 5:48 to go in this third quarter. And the South Point coaching staff walking back out on the field.
I think the discussion is Kings Mountain players came out of that pile with the ball in their hands, as if there may have been a fumble. But,
South Point fans were booing the fact that Whitehat went over to talk to Coach Herron, but he's talked to the South Point coach plenty in this game.
Right, I've never seen a referee talk to the coach before he makes the call.
Right, lined up for a chip shot field goal here.
So here we go. Burt Whistle lining up for the field goal.
Blocked again.
Blocked by Kings Mountain. Kings
Scooped
Mountain.
up. Yes, sir.
And takes it all the way to the 30-yard line.
John Curry with the block and the recovery.
So we're still tied at 7. Flag on the play.
It's probably on us. It's probably on us.
We did not jump off sides.
It's on us. I told you. They're probably going to get us a personal foul.
Personal foul against Kings Mountain.
They probably somebody pushed off on somebody when they jumped the pile, when they jumped the line. Somebody jumped up, probably pushed. You can't, if you jump the line, you can't push off.
So what do you do if you're South Point? It's not a first down.
It's not a first down?
No. It's not an automatic first down.
That is correct.
Looks like they're lining up to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
And they still can
remember,
get a first down.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. They don't have to score, but it's so close. Like, I just don't see how you could get a first down without getting a touchdown.
Looks like it's 4th and 2.5.
Maybe, 2.5, maybe 3.
Are the play clocks not working?
They haven't winded it yet.
No, but I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it. I guess early in the first quarter I saw it.
There it is.
Yeah,
so now it's going.
They're not going to chance it.
They're going for it.
South Point will go for it right here.
All right,
they need 3 yards to get this touchdown.
You know they're
going to
go.
Red bone, 2 receivers, the wide side.
They're going to go away from Curtis. 7's going to move in motion.
And go right up the middle.
Oh, dang it.
Touchdown.
He missed. It was the same as in the first quarter. The fullback either went the wrong way or the quarterback turned the wrong way. He stood there for like 2 seconds, and we didn't get to him. Good opportunity to get a stop right there. A wild sequence of plays right there, guys. Wild sequence of plays.
So South Point will attempt the extra point.
I got nothing.
Burt Whistle gets ready to kick it off.
Charlie Burt Whistle for the PAT.
Ashton Green will do the holding. Ball is up. Kick is up. And it is good. So South Point lead by a touchdown. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, lickety-loos. Brinkley Financial Group.
Back here live at Lineberger Stadium, 14-7 right now. South Point with the lead. 5:32 to go here in this third quarter. South Point gets ready to kick off. KMHS Sports, and the ball is kicked and deep. Looks like it's
in the end zone.
In the end zone. We'll bring back up to the 20-yard line. Kings Mountain take over first and 10 from there.
Ball will be placed at the 20-yard line, where the Mountaineers will have first and 10. Again, we thank Gaston Roofing.
Guys, how important
balls tonight.
How important is it for Kings Mountain to do something right here with this possession?
We want points. We want points, but you definitely, we still got a whole another quarter left. You want points, but you definitely have to get a drive to at least flip the field and get your defense some time to get some rest. But it's always best to put points on the board.
Zolo in shotgun for Kings Mountain, hands it off to
Josiah.
Right up the middle, Josiah Hill. He'll fight for 2 or 3 yards.
And guys, we're down one score. We don't need to change our game plan. You can run, you can pass. We're not.
The whole playbook is open.
Yep.
Actually got about 6 or 7 out of that.
Bring up second down and about 4.
Yeah. No need to panic.
2nd and 4. 3 receiver set to the wide side. Full back in, up back. Josiah Hill still in, trying to pull the South Point defense off the line. And they'll change the play right quick. 13 seconds on the play clock. Zolo gets back in formation. Moving left or right, gives it to Hill, waiting for something to happen, and a big hole.
And he might be
going across the 50, 40, 30. Big run for Hill. They run out of bounds around the 30-yard line. And big play for Kings Mountain.
Drew, hand me your phone. Alicia Melton Fry sent a message to you on Facebook, and her daughter plays in the band, and wanted to give a shout out. One of her patients had to be sent to the hospital. Grandson plays for South Point, number 61. Want to give a shout out to Johnny Armstrong's family.
Thank you so much for listening to us tonight. Sorry we couldn't have the video coverage for you. A Hill once again right up the middle. He misses 1 tackle and misses 2.
Hill up the middle. Kobe Hamilton in on the tackle.
Blow the whistle, guys.
Some extra pushing right after that play.
Is there a flag thrown?
I wasn't sure if the ball maybe had come loose a little bit. Josiah Hill will go to the sidelines, limping, just maybe holding his wrist a little bit.
It's like the ball's up on the 26 of South Point.
So 2nd and 5.
The play clock is getting down. Come on.
5 seconds.
4, 3.
Zolo hurries to call the play. And he does give it right up to Kendrick. He's looking for a hole on the left side, able to miss 1 tackle.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. He's going to be about a yard short.
Someone wasn't set, maybe.
Probably so.
All the flags seem to be coming against us.
Yeah.
That's at 14 points again.
False start on us, yeah.
False start on the Mountaineers, so they'll back it up 5. So we'll go back to the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Against Kings Mountain.
Great crowd tonight for both sides of the stadium, and especially down there on the track. I wish you could, we had video, you could see it. Mountaineers 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in this third quarter here at Lineberger Stadium. Mountaineers on the South Point side of the field. Flag on the field, but thrown on the South Point side this time maybe.
Offside,
so offsides against the Red Raiders.
Let's do it again.
Get it back.
Go back to where we were.
2nd and 5.
Guys, I got a I got a Bryson Brown sight in that wide out over there on the far side.
Okay.
You make it sound like it's a Bigfoot. Zolo hands the ball off to Kendrick. Kendrick looking for a hole and fumble on the ground.
Oh,
they give it to South Point?
Yeah, they got it. Dang it, man.
And they'll give it to South Point.
We did not need that.
So both halfbacks fumbled tonight.
Yeah. And both in scoring range.
Yeah, it looks like he had enough for the first down, got spun around backwards.
Right.
The ball got jarred, punched out. Defense got the hold.
Got a hold right here.
Still
a lot of time. 2:40 left in the third quarter.
So the ball on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for South Point, and they'll come back to the line of scrimmage in the red bone formation.
Well, like I said, I wanted to score, but we still did flip the field per se, so we can get a quick 3 and out. We can set ourselves back up.
So hand the ball. Balls.
We got it back. Did we get it back? Please tell me we got it. We got it. We got it. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Got it right back.
Kings Mountain will recover the ball and take over 1st and 10.
Guys, I was going to say
where they were at.
We cannot turn the ball over against any team, let alone a good team on the road.
Right.
And we come up with a huge turnover. That looked like he tried to hand that ball
off. I think that was a mishandle in the exchange, but that ball was in the air.
Was he going to the fullback?
Yeah, and it just squirted up into the air. You can see it clearly from here.
Well, Kings Mountain put the ball on the ground twice, but South Point has 2.
Yes,
that was just the first one we were able to come up.
Exactly.
I apologize for yelling in your ears, guys. That was.
You're nothing compared to Craig and I can't. Yeah, I've lost hearing over Craig and Lamont. So Zolo hands the ball off to Hill. He'll go right up the middle, but he'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage and bring up 2nd down. Nowhere to run.
Boy, if he kept that ball, Zolo would have walked.
He had Green all up the side of that left sideline.
You know, that's what he's done more the last couple games, but we haven't seen him do that tonight.
Boy, that was open. If he had kept it. Did they give him that option, Marcus?
I think they do, but they probably call it.
Okay,
yeah, they call it when they want them to have the option.
Zolo with a quick pitch to Kendrick around the right side, trying to get away, but he's pulled down around the 20-yard line. So he'll gain maybe 5 of it back and bring up a 3rd and say 5 to go for Kings Mountain. 1 minute, 52 seconds to go here in this 3rd here in Belmont.
South Point has defended that little pitch play really well.
Right.
See what we do here on 3rd down. Will definitely dictate what we do on 4th down.
Kendrick still
I wouldn't be surprised if a little ice play. Maybe try to get him jump. No.
Zolo drops back, throws it wide over the middle.
Touchdown!
Is it touchdown?
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Good UNASH on the reception for Kings Mountain, and they'll put 6 on the board.
And this is for UNASH's family. How about that? The phrase they're putting on their shirts. How about that? That young man with a great pass over the middle.
Play action, and he was wide open in the end zone. Good throw, good catch.
New ball game, fellas.
New ball game.
So Kings Mountain 1 kick away from tying this ball game up. Max Thompson in to do the extra point. Ball is up.
Got it off.
And it is good. Looks like it is good. So we're knotted at 14. Stay with us. We've got more Mountaineer football after this.
We didn't hang
Don't go anywhere.
We didn't.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here at South Point High School, tied up at 14-14, 1:22 to go in this 3rd quarter. It's definitely football Friday night, guys.
Yes, it is. Got a good game going over here.
New ball game. Mountaineers tied it up 14-14.
So the two heavyweights keep slugging it out. Kings Mountain kicks it deep, and it goes all the way down to around the 5-yard line. They'll turn it to the 10, 15, run into some traffic around the 25. He might get it up to the 27-yard line. So South Point will take over 1st and 10 there with a minute 15 to go, which is not long running the Redbone offense to get here in this fourth quarter.
They could run 2 or 3 plays, and we'll be into the fourth quarter.
Again, we'd like to thank our group of volunteers that worked the concession stand tonight from South Point Baptist Church. We appreciate your help in supporting South Point Athletics.
So Blee back under center, Redbone formation. He hands it right up the middle to Floyd, but he's wide open, and nobody can stop him. Mountaineers giving chase. They'll bring him down around the 35-yard line. So a huge, big play for South Point. We've got
Zay
a Mountaineer.
Smith is on the ground.
Zay Smith down on the ground.
We have an official timeout.
Number 2, Zay Smith.
That's the one time.
Looks like holding his left leg.
Maybe his shoulder, I think.
Yeah, he tried to lay into
when he was coming in, he and Kamari Howes both hit the running back at the same time, and I think Zay took the brunt of all the contact.
So the coaching staff and the trainers will tend to him. We'll step away. We'll be right back with more Mountaineer football. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live, South Point High School, run by the quarterback, gets it about 8 yards, so 2nd and 2 for the Red Raiders.
And Xavier's back on the field.
It's like
good to see
ball
him back
resting at the 27-yard line.
Robert Kendrick's back there too.
Yeah.
Got to get it
Far
to the
safety.
25 for 1st down. 2nd down, Blee comes to the line.
Short 2.
Usual cast of members here for South Point and the Redbone offense. Under center. Man in motion, gives it to Ford right at the middle.
Job.
But he'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage. And there's the horn, so that'll take us to the fourth quarter. We'll step away. We'll be back here with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live at South Point High School, 14-14, going into the fourth quarter. Thank you so very much for choosing to listen to our broadcast. Sorry we couldn't stream with video, but we will be back homecoming next week. Regardless of the outcome of this game, make sure you come to homecoming next week and fill up John Gamble Stadium. It's going to be a great time.
Exactly.
Crest up 36-0 over North Gaston.
3rd and, would we say 2?
3rd and about 2 for South Point.
Fullback.
Right up the middle, the fullback. He'll get the 1st down.
It's hard to stop
Maybe
him.
1 or 2 more.
Ahead for a Red Raider. 1st down.
And they're cut blocking right there.
Yep.
He just jumped over the
over
lineman.
it. Yep,
His
that's
lineman
exactly-
and our lineman.
That's exactly what he did. He just hurdled the pile.
So another first down for South Point as they keep driving in Kings Mountain territory, almost to the 20-yard line. 22 is where it lays, 1st and 10 for South Point.
We need a turnover.
Or a big loss.
Hands the ball right up. The quarterback's going to keep it bleed.
That's that follow play.
And he's going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards on
5.
Patrick
That's that follow play.
on the keeper. Michael Ward in on the tackle. Way to go, Mike.
East Rutherford and Hendersonville, 21 all.
So 2nd and 5. Score brought to you by Caldwell Banker of Farm Bureau, 133 West, and just-in-time plumbing.
Thank you, Drew.
11:02 and counting here in this 4th quarter at Lineberger Stadium, 14-14.
Here's where we need a negative play,
Yeah.
or at least stop them at the line.
Blee comes to the line under center, gives it right up to the big man Ford. He'll crash up the middle probably for 4 or 5.
Close.
If we're going by this guy right here, he doesn't have it.
He's
I
short.
don't know if we're going by him or him over there.
It'll be close.
Here again, how do we stop that fullback for less than a yard?
Bring up about 3rd and 1.
Not give it to him.
Yeah, but my guess is they'd be in 4-down
So
territory.
it is.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely 4 down.
So 3rd and 1 for South Point. Quarterback gives it to Ford. He'll get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He got it.
Yeah, he
But I
got it.
believe he may have
Ford
gotten
on the
it.
carry. Good enough for a Red Raider. And he can go to 1st down.
1st down, South Point.
Like you said, 1 yard to a yard and a half is just kind of hard to. You can to stop that. That's why I say that first and 2nd down is so important against this offense.
Yep. We are already under 10 minutes here with 4 in the 4th quarter. Clock is moving.
So Blee back under center. 2 wings and the fullback Ford in the backfield.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go wide on this play.
Tries to keep the ball. Tried to get him down, but he'll get down in the backfield.
That actually helped us.
Helped us. Yeah, he came out of it. That turned it into more of a loss.
Down about the 20-yard
So
line.
he'll take a big
Jason
loss
Melton with a great play.
Yes. Good job.
all the way back to the 20-yard line
So
and bring up a 2nd.
Y'all couldn't see that. Jason Melton wrapped him up just at the line of scrimmage, maybe behind the line by 1, threw him backwards instead of going down there, got to his feet.
Yeah, and actually stumbled on his own.
Loss of what,
Yeah.
8?
Yeah.
Maybe 9?
All right, don't automatically assume it's a pass right here.
No.
So Blee brings
Don't
Redbone back
automatically-
up. 3 receivers set to the far side, 1 to this side.
Don't automatically
And then the
assume
up back.
pass. Uh-oh.
And quick whistles.
Timeout. South Point.
And South Point
The
will
clock
take.
was about to go down.
Yeah.
South Point will take a timeout.
And we just found out we got another
And
birthday
so will we.
tomorrow.
We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football right after this. Don't go anywhere.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live, Lineberger Stadium. South Point, 2nd and 20.
Are they allowed to have 12 men in the huddle in high school?
I didn't think you could.
They had 12 broke. One guy went out of bounds.
Man in motion, back to pass is Blee. He's looking
He's
for
out.
somebody. He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. I don't even think that was a catch.
Pass complete to Dawson Tobin.
They're going to call it complete to Tobin.
Minimal gain,
Minimal
maybe
gain.
2
Back to
yards.
maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Third down.
Yeah.
So
I think you're right.
third and still 20.
Maybe Terry Prince will call on that. I'm just curious. You know, in
Well, the thing about it
NFL,
is-
they're very particular about guys in huddle.
The thing about it is somebody has to be counting it to call it. We got a
Little whistle on
Official
the
timeout.
sidelines.
official timeout.
Giving them a new
Reset the clock.
Right.
Play clock.
Reset the play clock.
coming out of a
We'll get
timeout, of
underway.
course.
8:36 in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 20 for South Point.
Pass.
And Blee walks out to pass.
Turn around.
Looking for a receiver.
Interception.
Is it intercepted?
No, he broke it up.
He
though.
broke it up.
Good job.
So
Boy.
incomplete.
That's the freshman.
Brings up a 4th down.
Jaden
Is that Williams?
Yes, it is.
Great position.
Good position.
Almost comes up with
Yeah.
a big interception.
Big interception.
5'10", 150-pound sophomore.
He kept inside leverage on him.
Yes.
And
Charlie Birtwhistle in for the field
Good
goal
play.
attempt.
So Burt Whistle will be attempting another field goal.
From
Yeah.
about 36
We
yards.
blocked the first two.
First two.
Well, the second one we got a penalty
Got a
called on
penalty,
us.
right.
Drew, I noticed you don't
But
have his size on my
They
sheet.
didn't give
here.
it to me.
He's a big boy. Plenty of leg.
Burt Whistle with
That's
a kick
gonna be
this
wide
time. He
left.
got it off.
He missed that. No good. Good job.
And it is no good.
Kings
So
Mountain
still
defense
14
holds.
to
Defense
14.
holds. Good job, defense.
Mountaineer defense over there celebrating as the offense gets ready to come on the field.
Big play by the freshman in that pass
8:22.
play.
Yes, yes.
8:22 to go here in this ball game.
Yeah. And guys, he is now full-time varsity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's full-time varsity now.
Mindy Atkins, practice captain.
Well, the
Sophomore.
Mountaineers have had, a few injuries that we're still trying to recover from. So he was great to put in the
And see,
put in there in the position.
He's been on the field tonight. He filled in last week for Kamari Howes. Kamari Howes is on the field with him tonight. So that's how they were able to have Bryson on offense.
Gotcha.
Zolo in shotgun. Kendrick as the receiver fakes it, the handoff, and looks to pass the long ball all the way down the field, in and out of his hands. That's Sanders, the intended receiver. It wasn't a bad pass, a little bit high maybe, but not able to come down with it. 2nd and 10. Kings Mountain looking for the home run right there off the bat.
Guys, I don't know. Quay looks gimpy to me, guys.
He's still from that play early in the half. I agree with you.
He looks a little gimpy to me.
A healthy Quay is going to go up and
He go up and
aggressively get that ball.
Yes.
It wasn't maybe a little high, but it was catchable.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think he's still a little gimpy.
Zolo back calling the signals. Kendrick in the backfield. Give to Kendrick.
wide
Throws
open.
it right over the middle.
Gash.
And
There
Gash,
you
the
go,
ball
Gash.
carrier,
Good
still
move.
on his feet
Oh.
across the 50. They hadn't brought him down yet. Trying to get some
Hold
more
on,
careful.
Rudolph. Oh, he's
And
gone.
he's still gone.
Get behind you.
30-yard line. 20.
Good
All the way
job.
down to the 15-yard line.
Good job.
Never stop your feet, young man.
Well,
And
he
he gets thrown.
His own teammate did that.
It's electric with the ball.
He didn't know who pushed him, so he sold it, but it was his teammate.
So Kings Mountain with a big, big first down play. 4 receiver set, twins to both sides.
Down to the 15-yard line, going in, 16-yard line.
Kendrick, the running back. Zolo calls the play, gives it to Kendrick right up the middle. He's got some running room. He's going to miss one, but get caught by a couple of Indian tacklers right there in red, and not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd and about 12. 7:36 to go here in this ball game.
I love that call on 2nd down.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, either were to run the ball to get 3rd and manageable.
Right.
Great play fake by Zolo, and that
Play action.
Gash was wide open.
Wide open.
Zolo in. One wide receiver trip set to the far side. Zolo hands it off right to Kendrick. Got a good hold.
He ran out of tackle. Touchdown.
Oh, man.
Touchdown.
No
Robert
flags.
Kendrick.
I don't see any
No
flags.
flags.
Yes.
Good job. Good job. Big hole by the offensive line, man. Big hole. Like you say, you could have drove a truck through that.
Guys, my only complaint would be what the defense guys would be saying. He didn't give us much of a rest.
Much rest.
But they're not going to complain about playing defense with the lead.
But here's the thing, though. That South Point drive wasn't that long of a drive because they
Correct.
broke the long run.
Correct. You're right.
Max Thompson in to kick the extra point. Ball is down, ball is up, and it is good. So the Mountaineers
Yes,
lead
sir.
it by a touchdown. We'll take a break. We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live at South Point High School. Kings Mountain up by a score, 21-14. Just Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West, just in time plumbing scoreboard update. What was the Huff West Charlotte score?
20-7 Huff.
Yeah, 27.
Kings Mountain gets ready to kick the ball away. Matt Rome will kick it deep.
Returnable.
And it is returnable from the 10, 15, 20-yard line. He's got a hold. Mountaineers trying to stop him.
Oh, good hit by the kicker.
And the kicker tries to stop him and does. So South Point will take it all the way to the 35 of Kings Mountain.
Big return.
And a big return for South Point, and exactly what we did not want to happen.
Guys, I know I'm going to be Homer, but there's only one way there was a hole that big at the 30-yard line.
Right.
Let's go, Raider fans.
So the defense will have their job cut out for them. 1st and 10 from the 36 of the Kings Mountain side of the ball.
Settled in.
Patrick Reed will bring the Redbone back out to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion, hands it right up to the middle, but the Mountaineers right there to stop him. That was number 9 on the stop for Kings Mountain, Armstrong.
That looked like a traditional dive where he handed
Curtis
to him,
Simpson, I'm sorry, Curtis Simpson on the stop.
handed to him 2 yards deep.
Right.
Still gets, he's tough to bring down.
Yeah.
He's a good.
He got hit at the line of scrimmage and just his body fell forward for a 2-yard gain.
He
So
runs.
2nd and 8.
He kind of runs like Josiah. You hit him, he's going to fall forward for a couple yards.
6:24 and counting here at South Point. Lee calls the signals, gives it to the big man.
There we
and
go.
Lee keeps the ball.
Kirk,
he might have put it in his belly and held it too long.
Right.
Mountaineers time.
We're back to how we were in the first half.
Yes.
That first guy is hitting the fullback and the quarterback at the same time.
So it brings up 3rd and 7.
I think that was Eli that time, and then Curtis cleaned it up from the backside.
Marcus, no matter what that fullback does, you got to hit him.
You got to hit him every
time.
play. You got to hit him every play.
If Lenny writes here, he said you got to hit every one of those players, the quarterback,
everybody,
and the fullback.
Every play.
Every play.
So the Redbone back up to the line of scrimmage. Lee calls the play. Man in motion. That's Tobin.
Option. Get the
and the
pitch.
option out to the left, the pitch man. And the Mountaineers snuff it out.
Big play by Eli Lipscomb.
He might have gotten a yard.
Yeah.
So it'll bring up a 4th and about 6.
And the clock is running. He didn't
from
get out of
the
bounds.
33-yard line.
They ran the motion man away from us
and ran the option with
to
the
the
fullback.
Near side
With the fullback as well, too.
So this is no man's land. 4th and 6, 33-yard line. You need a score. 5 minutes to go.
Watch the ball. Watch the ice. Watch the ice play. Try to get us to jump offside.
You can hear the Mountaineer fans.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Mounties.
Watch the ball.
Patrick Glee brings them line of scrimmage. And he'll keep it himself for the pass it.
Oh, big hit. And he didn't catch it. It's an incomplete pass.
That's number 82 with the reception.
Incomplete pass.
No penalties?
No penalty or nothing. That was
a clean hit.
Robinson.
Big hit.
Was that Zay?
I'm not sure if it was Zay. It might have been.
Well, Zay's a thumper.
Yeah.
He's still down. We hope that young man's okay.
Was that fourth? That was fourth
It was
down,
fourth
right?
and
It was
six.
fourth down.
So it's going to be first down.
82, Joshua Robinson.
It was a
the
clean
intended
hit.
I don't
He hit him in the shoulder
see,
pads.
I don't like how they're over there chatting. Like, if you didn't throw the flag initially, you can't throw it because of what happened. You can't react.
So
Like-
they'll tend to him. We'll step away. We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us.
Okay.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live at South Point High School, number 82 was the injured Red Raider Robinson. They'll help him off the field, and hope it wasn't nothing serious. But he's walking off on his own power, carrying his helmet. But just a great hit. Did we decide was it Zay Smith that laid it?
Yeah.
Could be.
Could have been him or Rob. I want to say it was Zay, though.
So Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10 with a 1-score lead. They're at the 38-yard line. 4:48 to go in this ball game.
Got to be smart.
31-yard line.
Yeah, got to be smart with the ball here. 2 hands on the ball at all times.
Robert Kendrick in as your running back. Zolo still in at quarterback. He's in shotgun. And quick whistles.
I think we moved.
Yeah.
Yep. False start against Kings
Let's
Mountain.
not get behind the sticks, fellas. That play looked like he was going to be well blocked, too.
So we'll move Kings Mountain back up 5, 1st and 15.
Going back to trying to us figure out exactly who it was that made that hit, normally I would be in the stands, and I would go to you guys' broadcast and rewind to find out who made that hit. So
we'll have to wait until we review the tape this week.
So Kendrick still in as running back. Zolo, your quarterback, calls the signals. Gives the handoff to
same play.
Kendrick around the right side, but he stopped at the line to scrimmage, shoestring tackle, like you said.
Maybe a yard.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to even give him that much to bring up 2nd and 15.
Yeah, they gave him one. Again, guys, I really don't have a problem with us running the ball right here again on 2nd down.
No. Or I'd be okay as far off as they're playing, Marcus.
Quick.
Like a quick little bubble screen out here to Fat.
To Fat, and just let him get the ball.
Because those are safe throws.
Yeah.
Very high percentage.
Safe.
Keeps the clock. Like, look, they're playing a good 10 yards off.
Yeah.
So 4 minutes left to go in this ball game. Clock is down to 2-3, and they get the playoff. Hands it on right up the middle. And he'll get maybe a couple of yards. That's Kendrick, the ball carrier.
I'm okay with that. Clock is running.
And brings up a 3rd.
Why ain't the clock running?
They call a timeout.
Oh, South Point did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they only got 1 left now.
So South Point will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back here more on Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live at Lineberger Stadium, we had a correction. Who made the hit?
Robert Kendrick.
Thank you, John Harmon Melton. I don't know if you were in the stands, how you knew that, but we were told Robert Kendrick made that hit.
The JVs will be at Ashbrook, while the Greenway will be here
Before we
next Friday night,
make sure again before we get back to this action, you come out to homecoming next Friday night. Stuart Kramer will be in Kings Mountain, and all the homecoming activities, the parade. My wife is bringing the chorus this year to the parade, so I've got to help with the float.
All right, fellas, what are we doing here?
All right, Zolo, the quarterback, he's in shotgun. Kendrick in as the receiver.
Oh,
and
good
then
call.
reverse over to the left side. He's got plenty of running room. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be close.
But that clock is moving
to a first down.
You gutsy enough to go for it in 4th and 3. Now, I say you punt it. Force him to go the whole way.
Yeah, punt it.
So Kings Mountain would run the punt team.
Clock is running.
Make it hard for them.
3:30 and counting, folks.
Yeah, they don't want to use that last time out yet.
Max Thompson in to punt it.
I'm
one more?
Huh?
They got one more?
Yes, South Point has one more, according to the scoreboard. I'm almost tempted to let the clock run out to 1 second and call a timeout, then punt.
Okay.
Let as much time go off the clock as possible.
Cam Crawford in to return it deep.
We're unorganized. We got to call a timeout.
Yeah,
that's what they were doing. The coach was standing beside the referee.
Trying to get them.
All that was just window dressing. All that was just window dressing.
So timeout, Kings Mountain. We'll take a break. We'll be right
Maybe
back
you
with
get
more
lucky.
Mountaineer
and somebody
football
jumps.
right after this.
Exactly.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here, Mountaineers up 21-14, 3:04 to go. Mountaineers about to give the ball back to South Point for a final possession, hopefully by them.
All right, Gabe Short. Let's get a good snap.
Gabe Short, the long snapper. Max Thompson in to punt it away for Kings Mountain.
we
and it is a
faked it.
fake.
And
Kings
we
Mountain
got the
fakes it,
first, and he is
down,
gone.
and then some. 40,
He is
35,
gone.
30. He's got one man to beat around the 10-yard line.
Yes,
They'll run him
sir.
down to the 5-yard
line.
Kings Mountain
Gutsy
touchdown
call.
and goal from the 5.
And you guys know, usually that's Rob's call to make.
And he got the ball.
That's Rob's call to make. He made that same call in the Shelby game that changed the game.
Guys, we did not score, but Rob Kendrick on a fake punt from our 40 runs all the way down to the
5-yard line.
5-6 yard line of South Point. First and goal.
2:50 and the clock's running.
Yep. Wow.
Big time play right there.
Gutsy. I'll say that. It's a family show. That's a gutsy call right there.
Hey, I was thinking it, but I was like, nah, even if we just punt it, we're still good.
I almost asked you.
Yeah.
Kings Mountain comes to the line at the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6. Zolo calls a play, tight end set. Josiah Hill, the running back in the backfield, give to Hill right up the middle.
Yeah.
He misses one. He misses
That's
2.
touchdown.
Pushes the pile.
That's touchdown.
Is it touchdown?
Oh,
yes, sir.
Touchdown, Kings
yes,
Mountain.
Sir. Get out of that. Get out of the end zone, y'all. Don't need no flags. Let's go. Let's go. Nothing extra.
That's right. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to South Point.
No. I'm talking to our guys. They were back here. Yeah, get out of the end zone. We don't need nothing extra.
That's right. You've been there before.
Oh, God,
Run to the sideline.
Yeah.
Max Thompson in for the PAT.
So Max Thompson will attempt the extra point.
Guys, I'm so, I guess, proud of the response.
Yes.
Snap.
Ball is up.
Hold
And
kick.
it is good. So Mountaineers will lead at 28-14 with 2:13 to go here in this ball game. Stay with us. We've got more Mountaineer football. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction. Long Branch Land and Water. Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors. Lickety Loos. Brinkley Financial Group.
Back here live, Mountaineers lead by 2 scores, 2:13 to go. You know, the ball game is not over, guys. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, last time they had a great return, so we need to cover this kick.
I think we called a timeout.
And it looks like Kings Mountain will call a timeout.
Maybe coach is doing that.
Yeah.
Let's just check real quick on the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West Just-in-Time Plumbing scoreboard. Looks like Crest is up big in their ball game.
They've stretched that out.
36-0.
36-0 is the last score that I saw. You got Ashbrook up 21-0 over Stuart Kramer, if that's still up.
Remind you, homecoming next week, and of course Wednesday the Kings Mountain Middle School playoff game at Shelby. 5 o'clock.
6 o'clock start.
6 o'clock start.
Okay, late start.
They're still doing fifth quarter for the in the playoffs. I didn't know that they did that. But fifth quarter is going to start at 5:15. They're going to give them 45 minutes.
You know, guys need that time to play.
Yeah.
That's so important to be able to, because some of those players may never see a Friday night or a Thursday night, and that's great for them to get that experience.
Playing under the lights.
All right, I wouldn't be surprised a little pooch kick
It's going to be high. They brought Max in for it. Yeah.
Ball is kicked off and high around the 25-yard line. So Kings Mountain giving pursuit 30-yard line,
Great
and they'll
coverage.
stop them around the 30.
Good job. That play doesn't seem like it's a play that should hold them, but we held them to a 10-yard return, their own 30-yard line.
Right.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to say this, Drew, Marcus, and I'm going to say this. We enjoy being here. We love Craig and we love Lamont, but I don't know.
Hey,
are you going to give them their job back? Because we like being up here.
Anytime they can't make it.
I can hear my phone buzzing right now.
Lamont, we love you. I'm just kidding. I'm going to get back on the sideline for homecoming this week. But if it's raining, I'm going to come up to the booth.
So the Red Raiders come back to the line of scrimmage. They drop back to pass.
Curtis
under pressure.
Fumble.
And the ball, it comes out.
Loose.
Our ball.
And are they going to give it to Kings Mountain?
Kings Mountain ball? Yes, it
is.
is.
Kings Mountain's ball.
Yes, that'll do it.
Lee is still on the ground.
Probably the first time we knew they were in a passing situation, and Curtis had a free run around the end.
Like nobody put a hand. How you don't put a hand on him, I don't know.
But to show you how fast Curtis is, the quarterback ran away from Curtis's side, and Curtis tracked him down and caused the strip sack fumble.
So Patrick Blee, the quarterback for South Point, he's still on the turf. Looks like it's his left leg. So we'll step away. We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pool Designs, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live at South Point High School, Drew Fulton, Marcus Bell, Jeff Johnson with you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We no video tonight due to Gaston County rules. We couldn't video, but we are able to bring you some coverage. And we did hear that I think some of the guys were going to try to post something on Facebook, maybe some videos. I don't know if that happened. But that's kind of out of our hands. But 1:52
Just to let everybody know, Patrick
159.
Balee did walk under his own power. His left leg is limping, but he is off the field, and it's like we went to victory formation.
Yeah, we did.
Zoe takes a knee and bring up second down in the victory formation.
It's going to take this time, guys, to say how proud. We mentioned that we were our second-half team, but listen, we were down a touchdown on the road in a tough-fought game. And we responded with
in a hostile
environment. Three straight touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly. We were, like you said, we were
penalty after penalty after penalty.
Yes. We were down a touchdown and turned the ball over in the red zone.
Yes.
Got a turnover back, and that's what started it for us. So yeah, I think we're just gonna we'll be running the clock. I don't think South Point's even gonna use any of that last timeout.
Yeah.
With 2 scores, Mountaineers lead at 28-14. Won't have much of a post game tonight, folks, since we don't have video, not able to talk to the coach. I want to remind you, please come out to homecoming next week. Come out to the middle school game.
Coach's Show Wednesday.
Coach's Show Wednesday at 6, right here on the YouTube channel. We'll talk about this victory plus what's coming up for homecoming next week with Stuart Kramer. And the middle school game on Wednesday. The JV game on Thursday. We'll be playing at Stuart Kramer.
Yes.
I want to mention that there is, for folks that are in Kings Mountain and that can vote, there's a forum for all the candidates up for election. Whether you're for them or against them, we're going to do that 6 o'clock on Monday night at Central United Methodist Church. We're also going to stream it right here on the KMHS Sports channel, so you'll be able to watch that live, or you can watch it after the fact. And that's the ball game, guys. The Mountaineers take the final knee.
Good job,
the clock
Audis.
runs out. Mountaineers will lead with a 2-score victory and go back across the Catawba and get back to Kings Mountain. Impression is this exactly what you would see tonight? Is it not exactly? Let me have your last impressions.
I think we, with the exception of the turnover, I think we did exactly what our game plan was from the jump. We ran the ball well. We made good, comfortable passes. If you just take away the couple of turnovers, it's almost a flawless offensive game.
Yeah.
So, but like I say, big defensive stand down here. Big fake punt to basically put the game away. So, yeah, just awesome job on all levels.
Jeff, any further comments?
Listen, we enjoyed it. Glad to be here with you and Marcus, and so proud of our team. Listen, I think we grew up tonight.
Yes.
I really do. I really think we grew up. I think, honestly, maybe our best balanced passing and running game of the year, because we're going to see teams that are going to want to take away the run. And I thought we stepped up to the challenge.
Yes,
great win.
Agree.
Mountaineers go to 7-0. We'll be back next week. Live video. Come to homecoming at John Gamble Stadium. We'll see you then. Have a safe trip. Good weekend. Go last weekend of the fair. Go enjoy some of the fair, some of the great fair food.
And then go to church Sunday.
My daughter is dancing 2 o'clock at Weathers Arena. So if you have nothing to do, come out and watch her and some girls dance. And again, yes, go to find your church of choice and attend some church Sunday.
I'll miss it. I'm going to head to watch Clemson Tigers play football.
I'll be at South Lake Christian Academy, Kevin Lee. We got games there tomorrow against East Lincoln.
All right.
We're going to try to get a little bit of revenge against East Lincoln on the youth level, if you know what I'm saying.
There you go. We'll take it any way we can
get it.
Guys, thank you so much. This is KMHS Sports, a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Good night.